Jackie Robinson by Spike Lee, based upon the autobiography I Never Had It Made by Jackie Robinson as told to Alfred Duckett. Interior, the Robinsons' living room, Stamford, Connecticut, night. Jackie Robinson, 53 years old, hair completely white, sits back in his easy chair. Rachel Robinson, his wife, sits on the sofa. The years have been much kinder to her. She still looks gorgeous.
Ray, put on the light.
Rachel gets up and fake flicks the switch. The lights are already on.
Okay, Jack. I put the lights on.
She kneels beside her husband.
I want to read something to you. This telegram got sent to the editor of the New York Times.
Go ahead, I'm listening.
Close up on Rachel. She reads the telegram.
I'm trying to get in touch with Jackie Robinson that once played with the Boston Dodgers.
Cut to exterior porch, Detroit, Michigan, day. An elderly black woman reads her telegram.
Will you please? Hey, Jackie, I read in the Detroit Free Press this morning that you've gone blind in your right eye and it's worse in your left. Do you think a transplant will help? I will be glad to give you one of mine.
Interior living room, night.
God bless you. Love, Sephora Jones.
Ray, the biggest thing I miss with my bad eyesight is your lovely, beautiful face. You mean more to me than anything.
I know, dear.
What's on TV tonight? I can't see it, but I can still hear good.
Rachel gets up and turns on the television.
Your favorite movie.
Oh no, not again. How many times are they gonna show that? That movie should be burned.
Close up on the TV screen. We see the opening credits and hear the music for the Jackie Robinson Story, a 1950 black and white low-budget movie that starred Jackie Robinson as himself.
I like it.
You've always liked it. I'm going upstairs to bed.
You need help getting upstairs?
No, thanks. I'll be all right.
I won't watch the whole thing. I'll be up soon.
Ray, that's what you always say.
Jackie gets up from his seat and moves slowly out of the living room to the stairs. Close up on the black and white TV screen, the Jackie Robinson Story. We see the young Jackie Robinson walking down a dirt road. This is the story of a boy and his dream. But more than that, it is a story of an American boy, an American dream that is truly American. Close up on Rachel. She's watching intensely. The year is 1928. The time, spring. Close up on Jackie. Jackie is struggling to climb the staircase. If you were a young man, your thoughts were undoubtedly turning to those of love. Close up on black and white TV screen. The young Jackie Robinson steps on a baseball field with a group of white kids already playing on it. But if you were a young boy, your thoughts were of one thing: baseball. UCLA, Jackie Robinson highlights montage.
At UCLA, I became the university's first four-letter man.
We see Jackie's greatest runs on the gridiron, high-scoring games in basketball. He trots around the bases after hitting a home run and doing the broad jump.
I participated in basketball, baseball, football, and track, and received honorable mention in football and basketball.
Exterior Los Angeles Coliseum, day. Rachel Isom, a most beautiful honey brown sister, waits at the players' entrance along with the other girlfriends and parents and families. Jackie comes through the gate and he isn't in a good mood. He is also limping because of a bad ankle sprain.
Jackie?
Jackie sees Rachel and fights his way through the crowd seeking autographs and whatnot.
Let's get out of here.
Exterior Coliseum, day. Jackie and Rachel sit atop the 100,000-seat football stadium. Sprinkled throughout is the clean-up crew. Close up on Jackie and Rachel.
If we hadn't fumbled that ball, we could have won that game. On top of that, I twisted my ankle on the same play.
Will you be able to play next week?
Me, miss playing against our arch rival Southern Cal, I play on one leg. And we better win.
If you lose, you lose.
Rachel, I want you to understand something about me, okay?
I'm listening.
When I compete in sports, or anything else for that matter, I'm trying, doing everything I can to win. Can you understand that?
I will try.
Would you like to go to the homecoming dance with me? It's gonna be at the Biltmore Hotel.
Are you trying to win me? I'd be delighted to go.
Close up on the two-shot of Jackie and Rachel. For the first time, a smile comes to his face and his ankle stops throbbing. He pulls Rachel close to him.
Oh, it's gonna be a swell affair.
Interior Biltmore Ballroom, night. Jackie in his rented tux and the radiant Rachel are dancing. She rests her head on his shoulder as they dance close together to Mood Indigo. Interior UCLA, gym, day. Jackie is cleaning out his locker as his teammates watch in shock.
After 2 years at UCLA, I decided to leave. I was convinced that no amount of education would help a black man get a job.
Interior coach's office, day. Jackie is shaking their hands as they wish him good luck. Cut to exterior UCLA campus, day. Jackie and Rachel walk hand in hand, she on her way to class.
Jack, you're a senior, one semester away from your degree. That degree can make all the difference in the world when you look for a job. You'll regret it 1,000,000 times. I thought you never quit.
Ray, I'm not a quitter, but this is different. I won't allow my mother to die on her hands and knees scrubbing some white folks' floors who never gave a good goddamn about her. Somebody has to help my mother.
What does she have to say?
You know the answer to that already. Let me ask you this. Is it my education, my college degree that you're mostly concerned about?
What is there more important than getting your education? A college degree?
I didn't say there was anything more important. All I asked was whether that was the only reason you were trying to talk me into staying on campus.
You know as well as I do that there are other reasons, and I never like for anyone to ask a question when they know what the answer is. Jack, if that's what you really want, then go ahead. Look for a job.
She stops and looks him directly in the eyes.
I love you.
I love you too.
They kiss. We hear bombs exploding. Cut to newsreel footage of Pearl Harbor being bombed. We hear FDR addressing the nation. Cut to LA Times headline, U.S. declares war on Japan. Exterior Fort Riley, Kansas, day. We see much activity on this Army base.
In May 1942, the Army sent me to Fort Riley, Kansas for basic training, and I found myself in a cavalry outfit.
Angle on Jackie. Jackie running with his all-black cavalry outfit. Interior, barracks, night. Jackie lies in his bed as he writes to Rachel.
My dearest Ray, I miss you so very much. All I live for are your letters.
Interior dorm room, night. Rachel reads his letter.
Please accept this engagement ring and bracelet in the spirit in which it is given.
She is radiant. Rachel puts on the ring and bracelet.
Hold out any longer. I want the world to know you are mine and I am yours. I love you, Jack.
Exterior baseball diamond day. Jackie sits in the bleachers as he watches the Army base team practice. All the players are white. Angle on Jackie. Jackie comes down from the bleachers and steps over to the manager, Colonel Higgins.
Sir, I would like to try for the team.
Private, you can't play.
Why is that, sir?
You'll have to play with the colored team.
There is no colored team.
He smiles at Jackie. Jackie salutes him, then walks away. Exterior base, football field, day. The Fort Riley football squad is practicing, defense and offense divided, going through various plays and drills. Jackie stands on the sidelines alone with Colonel Bonds, who doubles as the football coach walks up to him. Jackie salutes.
At ease, Robinson. Why are you not suited up, soldier? You know we can use an All-American like yourself in the backfield.
I've told you my position, Colonel, sir.
You are aware, Robinson, that I could order you to play football.
Yes, sir. I'm sure that you are aware, though, that No one can make me play inspired football.
Jackie, I heard you are a troublemaker. Your refusal to play football hasn't made you very popular around here.
Colonel Bonds, I know that, sir. I feel that if I'm good enough to play football, I'm good enough to play baseball.
A rubber stamp comes down hard on some papers and it says, transferred. Closer on transferred as it is stamped again. Exterior, Fort Hood, Texas, day. Close on sign that reads, U.S. Army Base, Fort Hood, Texas, trespassers will be shot.
I was transferred to Fort Hood, Texas, where I was to take over a platoon on the 761st Tank Battalion.
Close up on a Confederate flag. Interior, Army Stockade, night. Jackie Robinson is behind bars. A white MP stands at guard in front of his cage. Jackie sits in a corner of the tiny cell and writes a letter.
To the Secretary of the NAACP, New York, New York. Dear sir, I would like to bring to your attention an incident that recently happened to me. My reason for writing you is I would greatly appreciate your advice or help on the matter.
Exterior bus stop, night. The Army bus pulls off.
On the 6th of July, I boarded a bus on this post, took a seat beside a colored officer's wife, Miss Jones. She had a fair complexion. After riding approximately 8 blocks during the time, several white passengers were taken off.
Interior bus, night. Jackie sits next to a very attractive light-skinned woman, Mrs. Jones.
I was confronted by the bus driver.
Hey, you, sitting beside that white woman, get to the back of the bus.
I believe that bus driver is yelling at you.
Oh, he's not talking to me.
Exterior street, night. The bus pulls over. Interior bus, night. The bus driver gets up from his seat and walks down the aisle to where Jackie and Mrs. Jones sit. All heads are turned.
Listen, you. Yeah, you. I said get to the back of the bus where colored people belong. Can I see your ID?
Now you listen to me, buddy. You just drive the bus and I'll sit where I please. The Army recently issued orders that there is to be no more racial segregation on any Army post. This is an Army bus operating on an Army post.
You just let me tell you, sir, if you ain't off this bus by the time we get to the last stop, I'm gonna cause you a lot of trouble.
I don't care what kind of trouble you plan to cause me. I know what the regulations are. So get out of my face and go drive the bus.
The bus driver, who has turned beet red, a real redneck, stomps back to drive the bus. All the white passengers' heads are turned, looking at Jackie. He stares back. Exterior post, night. The bus pulls in. The doors open and the bus driver runs off. Interior bus, night. Jackie and Mrs. Jones stand up with the rest of the passengers to exit the bus. They step outside only to be confronted by the driver and the dispatcher.
Yeah, this is a nigger that's been causing me a lot of trouble.
Cut to Interior Army Courthouse, day. Jackie is on the witness stand testifying. He looks straight at us.
I put my finger right in his face and warned him, you better get off my back. Although I didn't say it exactly in those words.
Exterior post, night. Jackie is all over the bus driver.
You better quit fucking with me.
Interior Army Stockade, night. Jackie continues to write his letter.
I'm looking for a civilian lawyer to handle my case because he will be able to force the truth with a little technique. These people have a pretty good bunch of lies, and if they convict me, I'll be dishonorably discharged from the services.
Lights out.
He quickly finishes his letter.
I know these people can easily be changed, and with a good lawyer, I can beat the trial. Hoping you can help. I remain respectfully yours, Jackie Robinson, Camp Hood, Texas.
Interior Army Courtroom, day. Jackie is on the stand. He talks to us.
Anyone who knows about the Army court-martial system can tell you it's loaded mostly in favor of those bringing charges.
Captain Bear is on the stand.
Robinson was disrespectful towards me.
How so?
Well, he cupped his chin while talking to me.
You gave the officer at ease, didn't you?
Yes.
So in that case, then you consider it disrespectful for a man to be at ease when you have given him the order to do so? Captain Bear.
I did.
My lawyer tricked several of the witnesses into confusing testimony.
No further questions, Your Honor.
And luckily, there were some members of that court-martial board.
You may step down.
Captain Bear slithers back to his seat.
Who had the honesty to realize what was going on.
Not guilty on all charges.
Jackie lets out a holler. Jackie hugs his lawyer. Close up on papers. A rubber stamp comes down hard on it and says, transferred.
I guess someone was really anxious to get rid of me fast.
Closer up on transferred as it is stamped again.
I was transferred to Camp Breckenridge.
Exterior Camp Breckenridge, day. Jackie is walking amongst the field grounds when an errant baseball rolls into his path. Jackie scoops up the baseball and in the same motion fires a rocket back to a pitcher, Ted Alexander.
What's your name, soldier? You got an arm.
Jack Robinson.
I heard of you. I'm Ted Alexander. I pitch for the Kansas City Monarchs.
Glad to meet you.
I knew you were a football and track man.
I'll play everything.
Jackie asks the guy who was catching, could he take over? He hands Jackie his catcher's mitt. Jackie squats down.
That's a nice curveball.
You should write the Monarchs. They're looking for players. Good money in black baseball.
I do need a job after I get discharged.
Exterior Camp Breckenridge, day. Jackie, with duffel bag slung over his shoulder, walks through the gate of the camp.
So I wrote the Monarchs. After checking me out, they responded quickly and accepted me on my tryout basis for spring training.
Exterior Wagon Wheel Hotel, night. Jackie, dressed in civvies, walks past the broken down Kansas City Monarchs bus. Parked next to it is a spanking new Cadillac.
I was ordered to report to Houston. The pay of $400 a month was a financial bonanza for me. My pitcher friend had told me the truth about the pay. I finally had a job.
Exterior practice field, day. Satchel Paige is on the mound, black or white, one of the most famous, most gifted pitchers of all time. Jackie Robinson is standing off to the side in awe. Angle on Frank Ducky, player manager of the Kansas City Monarchs.
Robinson, grab a bat and get in there.
Angle on the field. Jackie reluctantly picks up a bat and gingerly steps into the batter's box. Catcher Sammy Haynes takes off his mask and looks up at Jackie.
You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
You ready, Satch?
Now you know I was born ready. College boy. See if they talk about the midnight ride in school.
Well, you in for it now.
Sammy puts his mask on and squats down while Jackie digs in. Satchel, all legs and arms, begins his wind-up and fires a fastball right down the middle of the plate. Pow! The ball explodes into the catcher's mitt. Jackie is paralyzed. The bat didn't leave his shoulder.
I never saw it.
Sammy returns the ball to Satchel.
Where'd you go to school, Jack? UC of LA. Did they teach you about the 4-day creeper?
Sammy, what's that?
You see, soon enough.
Satchel begins his windup, but it's in slow motion. He hesitates right before the ball is thrown. Jackie's timing is all messed up and he misses badly with his swing. The ball flutters into Sammy's mitt.
You might better go back to some more schooling.
Robinson, get out of there. Take some grounders at short.
Jackie grabs his mitt and runs to play shortstop. Duncan hits a ground ball to Jackie. Jackie fields the ball flawlessly and fires a strike to first base.
Hey, Robinson, at least you can field and throw.
Exterior practice field, next day. We are watching a scrimmage game of the Monarchs. Satchel is in the stretch position. Jackie takes a small lead off first base. He is being held close by Bonnie Sorrell. Satchel takes a quick glance over his shoulder at Jackie. Satchel throws the ball. Jackie takes off for an attempted steal of second base. The batter, Chico Renro, swings and misses. Sammy comes up firing with a peg to second base. The second baseman, Bill Williams, straddles the base as he gets to throw and makes a tag on a sliding Jackie in one fluid motion. Boom. He's out by a mile. Duncan, disgusted, spits a stream of tobacco juice. Interior showers, day. Jackie, despondent, is showering when Satchel walks up to him.
College boy, let me tell you something. You cannot outrun the ball. You got a lot of speed and you're quick, but you got to take advantage of that.
How?
You got to get a big lead off the pitcher.
Thanks, Satchel.
Look, remember, you cannot outrun the ball.
Interior locker room, day. Jackie is getting dressed along with his teammates when the phone rings. Sammy answers it.
Hello? Hold on. Room. It's for you.
Jackie gets up and takes the receiver from Sammy.
Yeah?
Interior office, Pittsburgh Courier, day. Wendell Smith sits at his desk with feet propped up.
Jack, this is Wendell Smith, the sports editor of the Pittsburgh Courier.
Oh, how are you, Mr. Smith? I want to thank you for writing those articles about my court-martial. You helped save my neck.
Think nothing of it.
So how can I help you?
Jack, the Boston Red Sox have agreed to give some Negroes a try. We need a couple or 3 good men. Can you come up?
Oh, come on. Quit playing.
Sure, I'm not playing. Now, a city councilman and some other people have put so much heat on the Red Sox that they caved into a trial. Now, we got to put up or shut up.
Wendell, I just got here. I'm struggling as it is trying to make the squad. Man, I need this money.
And we really need you. You know how important it is for the whole race to put our best foot forward? We need ball players of your background and ability.
Who else you got?
Sam Jethro of the Cleveland Buckeyes and Marvin Williams of the Philadelphia Stars. You could fix us up pretty.
Jackie's thinking. Exterior, Fenway Park, Boston, Massachusetts, day. Jackie, Marvin, Sam, and Wendell sit in the dugout. Fenway is empty, except for the 2 Red Sox coaches and general manager, Eddie Collins, who watches from high above the field.
Listen, Smith, it burns me up to come 1,500 miles.
Man, that's right.
I know you didn't expect the red carpet to be rolled out for you. Did you?
No.
Well then, they've had us waiting for 4 days to get discouraged and go home. They want us to quit.
Waited this long.
Exactly. Let's show them we can play this game of baseball.
Let's go. We don't got all day.
Tryout montage. The Red Sox coaches hit balls to Jackie, Marvin, and Sam. They all exhibit their fielding ability. No errors are made. The coaches, somewhat miffed, tell them to come in and hit some balls. Jackie, Marvin, and Sam rifle shots all around Fenway. Several go over the green monster, the left field wall. It is an impressive hitting and fielding display. Angle on Eddie Collins. From his perch atop Fenway, he yells,
"Get those niggers off the field."
Tight 4-shot. Wendell, Jackie, Marvin, and Sam all look up at the voice. Exterior highway, night. The Cadillac leaves the Monarchs bus.
When I look back at what I had to go through in black baseball.
Interior bus, night. The Kansas City Monarchs are asleep or trying to find the best possible position to sleep in these cramped quarters.
I can only marvel at the many black players who stuck it out for years in the Jim Crow leagues.
Interior Cadillac, night. Satchels happily singing with the radio.
Because they had nowhere else to go.
Exterior gas station, night. The Monarch's bus rolls into this dingy gas station diner in deep, deep Alabama. The road-weary players trudge off the bus.
In those days, a white ball player could look forward to some streak of luck or some reward for hard work to carry him into prominence.
Interior diner, night. A few white patrons sit at the greasy counter. Their heads turn when Duncan comes in, flanked by several players.
Sir, I got a bunch of hungry men on the bus out there.
What had the black player to hope for? What was his future?
Do you think we could get some food to go? Maybe some cold drinks.
Boy, do you know where you are?
Alabama, sir.
Good. We're out of food.
Thank you kindly.
Duncan and his men leave quickly. The white patrons openly laugh. The South still lives. Exterior gas station, night. Jackie walks over to the attendant, pumping gas into the Monarch's bus.
That's enough.
You only got a quarter tank filled.
You heard what I said. Take the pump out.
The attendant does as he's told.
Something wrong?
If we're not good enough to eat here, then we're definitely not gonna be stupid enough to give you our business also. We'll find another stop down the road that likes our color, the color of our money.
Everybody on the bus, y'all heard what Jackie said. Let's move on down the road. Men?
As the Kansas City Monarchs file past Jackie and Duncan to get back on the bus, we can see a new earned respect for the rookie college boy. Interior branch, Ricky's office, Brooklyn, New York, day. Wendell Smith sits before Branch Rickey, president of the Brooklyn Dodgers.
Glad you could make it.
Thanks for having me, Mr. Rickey. What can I do for you?
As you probably read, I'm forming the United States League, which will be composed of all black teams. What do you think?
Mr. Rickey, do you want my honest opinion?
Please do.
I think it stinks. The Negro ball players should be allowed to play in the major leagues. All this is doing is keeping the status quo.
I beg to differ. United States League will be better organized, better run, and I hope to eventually absorb it into the majors. Professionally run from top to bottom.
Well, Mr. Rickey, I still think this is the roundabout way to break the color barrier.
I heard about your Boston tryout. How did it go?
America knows it is time.
Were there any players in your group really good enough to make the majors?
There was one player who could make it in any league. Jackie Robinson.
Robinson, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Jackie Robinson. I must remember that name.
Clyde Sukeforth, Branch Rickey's top scout and right-hand man, buys a program from a vendor and moves down the aisle next to the Monarch's dugout. He reads his program. Jackie emerges from the dugout talking to Sammy. Sukeforth is looking for Jackie's number in the program. We see Jackie Robinson. Clyde moves to the rail and he motions toward Jackie.
You Jackie Robinson, right?
That's right.
Clyde Sukeforth of the Brooklyn Dodgers organization. Seriously, I represent the Brooklyn Dodgers. You might have heard that Branch Rickey, our general manager, is organizing another Negro League and a team of Brown Dodgers. He's eager to get some top-notch ball players. We heard a lot of glowing reports about you, and he asked me to come out tonight and look you over. He wants me to see you throw a few from the hole at shortstop.
It's the wrong time. You won't see me throw any from the hole tonight. Got a bum shoulder. Fell on it a couple days ago. And the trainer says I'll be out for a week.
I see. But I sure would like to talk to you after the game. Any chance of you meeting me?
Jackie gives Clyde the once-over. He got burned before with that tryout in Boston. He does not want to be hoodwinked, bamboozled, or led astray again. He pounds his fist into his glove.
What did you say your name was?
Sukeforth. Sukeforth. Look, Robinson, I'm staying at the Stevens.
Jackie comes back into the dugout.
Who's that old fake fella you were talking with? Jack.
He says he's scouting me for the Brooklyn Brown Dodgers.
Everyone on the bench laughs, including Jackie.
Yeah, and Babe Ruth signed me to the New York Yankees about a month ago.
Right, and I'm a scout too. From Moose Face Troop number 60, and if I pass my Eagle Text week, I'm gonna fly away.
Exterior Stevens Hotel, night. Jackie and Clyde walk. We follow them with a tracking shot.
Why is Mr. Ricky interested in my arm?
Robinson, I'm going to cut to the quick. Mr. Ricky is very much interested in the possibility of you joining his Brown Dodgers. He wants you to come to Brooklyn.
I just can't leave my team and run off to Brooklyn. I'm making $100 each and every week. I'll get fired. When does he want me?
Tomorrow.
Interior, Ricky's office, day. Branch Ricky sits perched behind his desk. Jackie in front of him, and Sukforth sits by the door.
Do you drink?
Never had a drink in my life.
You got a girl?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
I mean that I had a girl, we're engaged, but the way I travel with the Monarchs, we don't see each other, and the fellow can't be too sure.
She a fine girl? Good family background? Educated girl?
Mr. Ricky, they don't come any finer.
And you know doggone well you got a girl. When we get through here today, you may want to call her up. Because there are times when a man needs a woman by his side. By the way, you under contract to the Monarchs?
No, sir.
Do you have any agreement with them, written or oral, to play them either the rest of this year, next year, or any length of time?
No, sir. We just play from payday to payday.
You have any idea why I want to talk to you?
All I know is what Mr. Sukforth told me.
That's what Mr. Sukforth was supposed to tell you. Truth is, you're not here as a candidate for the Brooklyn Brown Dodgers. I sent for you because I'm interested in you as a candidate for the Brooklyn National League Club. I think you can play in the major leagues. How do you feel about it? You think you can play for Montreal? If you can make it there first, you'll have a chance with the Brooklyn Dodgers.
The Brooklyn Dodgers?
Think he can make the grade?
He's good. He can run, he can hit, he can field.
I know he's a ball player. What I don't know is whether you have the guts. One thing I want to convince you of is we can't fight our way through this, Jackie. We got no army, no owners, very few newspaper men, and many of the fans will be hostile. It's going to be tough. We can only win if we can convince the world that I'm doing this because you're a great ball player and a fine gentleman. There's more than just playing. I wish it meant only hits, runs, and errors. Only the things they put in the box score. Jackie, as you know, box score is a democratic thing. It doesn't tell you how big you are, what church you attend, what color you are, or how your father voted in the last election. All it says is what kind of ball player you were on that particular day.
It's the box score that really counts.
It's all that ought to count. Maybe one of these days it will be all that counts. That's one of the reasons why you're here, Jackie. It'll take a lot of courage.
It might take more courage for Mr. Ricky and the organization than you. You thought of that?
I haven't thought of anything. It's all so sudden. Hit me right between the eyes.
Have you the guts to play the game no matter what happens? That's what I want to know.
Mr. Ricky, I think I can play the game.
Have you the guts? We're tackling something big here, Jackie. If we fail, it'll be another 20 years before it is attempted again.
And if we succeed, Brooklyn will win a pennant.
Clyde, you think this is our boy? Can he take it?
That, I don't know, Mr. Ricky.
You're standing in the batter's box in a tense situation. I'm a notorious beanballer. I wing a fast one at you that grazes your cap and sends you sprawling back on your butt. What do you do?
Mr. Ricky, they've been throwing at my head for a long time.
All right. Now I'm an opposing player, and we're in the heat of a crucial game. Suppose I collide with you at second base. As we untangle, I yell at you. Get out of my way, you dirty black son of a bitch. What do you do? All right. You're playing shortstop. I come down from first, stealing, flying in with my spikes high. I cut you in the leg. As the red blood trickles down your black shin, I grin at you and say, now how do you like that, nigger boy? What do you do?
Mr. Ricky, do you want a ball player who's afraid to fight back?
I want a ball player with guts enough not to fight back. You got to do this job with base hits and stolen bases and fielding ground balls, Jackie. Nothing else.
Ricky takes off his jacket and rolls up his sleeves. Cut to interior hotel lobby. Day. Branch Ricky stands between Jackie and the desk clerk.
They'll taunt and goad you.
I'd like a room for one night, please.
No Negroes allowed.
Interior restaurant. Day. Branch Ricky stands between Jackie and the maitre d'.
They'll do anything to make you react.
Seating for one, please.
Harry, but you can eat here at the dining area with your teammates. Perhaps you would like to take your meal in the kitchen?
Cut to interior Ricky's office. Day.
Now it's the World Series. That's where we play for keeps. Everything under the sun goes. The base runner wants to win in the most desperate way.
Cut to exterior Ebbets Field. Day. Branch Ricky stands at second base. Along with the umpire, a base runner is barreling in on Jackie, who is making the tag.
He hurls himself at you, and you jab him hard in the ribs with the ball. The ump cries, "Get out!" He jumps up.
The base runner jumps up. Cut to interior Ricky's office. Day.
All he can see is that black face of yours shining in his eyes.
Cut to exterior Ebbets Field. Day.
He yells, "Don't hit me with that ball like that, you tar baby black son of a bitch."
Cut to interior Ricky's office. Day.
They'll try to provoke a race riot in the ballpark.
Cut to exterior Ebbets Field. Day.
He swings.
The base runner swings and connects with Jackie's face. Cut to interior Ricky's office. Day.
And socks you right in the cheek. What do you do?
Mr. Ricky, I've got two cheeks.
Good. Will you do it? Can you do it?
I can do it, Mr. Ricky.
Why? Why will you do it? Why are you willing to subject yourself to ridicule, insult, perhaps injury, and all the indignities that men are capable of? Do you wish to be white?
No, sir. I do not wish to be white, but doing this will help my people. It might encourage colored boys who haven't had my chances. They'll work harder and better.
You can't fight back. That's going to be the hardest part of all. No matter what happens, you can't fight back.
Mr. Ricky, you may start with me, but you won't finish with me.
Branch Ricky comes towards Jackie and gives him a firm, warm handshake.
I was offered and agreed to sign later a contract, $3,500 bonus, $600 a month salary. I was officially a Montreal Royal.
Interior hotel room. Night. Jackie is playing cards with Roy Campanella, a roly-poly, stocky, but powerfully built catcher with the Baltimore Elite Giants.
Hey, do you know this character named Branch Ricky?
Yeah, owns the Brooklyn Dodgers.
I had a meeting with him.
About what?
Listen to this. This fool. We talked, or rather Mr. Ricky did. Man, he's the talkingest man I ever did see and hear. He asked me a million questions about baseball, all about my life. He had everything down that I had ever done. Home, school, parents, everything.
What did Mr. Ricky want?
And he talked and talked and talked some more. Finally, he asked me if I would like to play in the Dodgers organization.
What did you say?
I said no. I'm making good money with the Baltimore Elite Giants. Who knows if that Negro League of his is gonna work?
Roy, I signed.
Now why mess up a sure thing with a maybe? I make one of the highest salaries in the Negro League. I hope you don't lose your job with the Monarchs.
Did Mr. Ricky tell you he wanted you for the Brown Dodgers?
No.
I didn't sign with the Brown Dodgers. I'm gonna play for Montreal. I'm gonna be the first Negro in organized baseball. I'm flying up to Montreal tomorrow for the official signing. It's gonna be big. I'm talking about lights, cameras, everything.
Roy sits there in a daze, wondering if his no to Mr. Ricky has terminated his chances of playing in the bigs also.
Not the Brown Dodgers, the Brooklyn Dodgers.
Interior, Delormier Downs Ballpark, Montreal, Canada Day. The room is packed with newspaper reporters, radio men, and photographers. They are restless, waiting for the press conference to begin. Angle on the door. In walks Hector Racine, president of the Montreal Royals, Lieutenant Colonel Gavreau, VP Branch Rickey Jr., director of the Brooklyn Dodgers farm system, and Jackie Robinson. They stand before the mics.
Good morning, gentlemen of the press. We are happy to report that the Montreal Monarchs have signed Jackie Roosevelt Robinson for the upcoming 1946 season.
Angle on the room. A nuclear bomb has been dropped. Mayhem breaks out as reporters dash out for the telephones to break the news to their papers and radio stations. Jackie seems to be overwhelmed, partly blinded by the flashbulbs that are going off in his face. Racine tries to talk over the bedlam.
Okay. We made this step for two reasons. First, we are signing this boy because we see him primarily as a ball player. Secondly, we think it's a point in fairness. Now, we back Jackie to the hilt, but he will have to fight for a place in training camp just like every other rookie.
Branch Jr. steps before the mic.
Mr. Racine and my father, Branch Rickey, undoubtedly will be criticized in some sections of the United States where racial prejudice is rampant. They are not inviting trouble, but they won't avoid it if it comes. Jack Robinson is a fine type of young man, intelligent and college bred, and I think he can take it too. It may cost the Brooklyn organization a number of players. Some of them, particularly if they come from certain sections of the South, will steer away from a club with Negro players on its roster. Some players now with us may even quit, but they'll be back in baseball after they work a year or two in a cotton mill.
The press laughs.
And now, without further ado, Jack Robinson.
Jackie moves to the microphone.
Thank you, Mr. Branch Rickey Jr. Well, I'm the new guinea pig.
Everyone laughs.
I'm delighted to have been chosen to break the color line, and I'm not naive to the fact that there will be problems from fans and other players. But I'm ready to take the chance. And maybe I'm doing something for my race.
Exterior baseball field, day. Satchel Paige stands alone on the pitcher's mound, throwing bullets to the plate. He's in his street clothes and drunk.
Come on here, Joker. Here's my hesitation pitch and see if you can hit it.
Satchel begins his big wind-up and freezes in mid-motion, but being inebriated, he loses his footing and falls on his ass.
You still can't hit me, you black sons of bitches, you blue black sons of bitches.
Sammy sees his battery mate sprawled out on the mound. He walks up to him.
Sammy, who's the greatest player that ever lived?
You are.
Who?
You are.
Who am I?
You're Satchel Paige, the greatest pitcher that ever lived.
Damn right I am.
Let me help you out.
Look, we need to be the pitcher's mound. I'm the world's greatest pitcher. It's my home, my domain. So I'm gonna keep my black ass right here.
Satch, you had too much to drink.
So what if I have? I can be drunk and still be the greatest pitcher that ever lived. I should have been one. It should have been me. Everybody knows it too. And including the white boys, they know it too. DiMaggio, Williams. None of them want to mess with old Satch.
Jackie's a fine ball player also.
But is he a legend? Hell no. Satch was getting up for years, man. think it's my last chance. It's just Jackie has an education.
It's more than that.
College books don't make you a ball player.
Come on, I'll help you up.
Sammy struggles to get Satchel up to his feet. Then he puts his arm around his shoulder and helps him off the empty field.
You just hold on. If Jackie makes it, you and a whole lot of other cutter ball players will make it also. We'll have a fighting chance.
Who's the greatest pitcher that ever lived?
You are. Satchel Paige.
Goddamn right, I am. Satchel Paige.
Pasadena Church, day. Rachel Isom and Jackie Roosevelt Robinson are getting married. It is being performed by Reverend Carl Downs. Both mothers and family members from both sides are present, plus a lot of Jackie's Pepper Street gang members, Ray Bartlett and Jack Gordon.
And you may kiss the bride.
Jackie and Rachel slowly turn towards each other. He gently lifts her wedding veil from in front of her face. They stare at each other, then kiss. Interior, small hotel room, night. Jackie and Rachel are in the same loving embrace when they both lose balance and fall onto the small bed. They continue to kiss. Exterior, Daytona Beach Airport. Jackie and Rachel exit the airport when they are greeted by Wendell Smith and Billy Rowe.
A few weeks after the wedding, we flew to Daytona Beach, Florida, where I was to report for spring training at the Montreal Farm Club.
We thought you'd never get here.
So did we.
Well, Rachel, how was the trip?
The Jim Crow South is a new experience for us.
Hi, Jackie. I'm your chauffeur.
I've had better chauffeurs and I've had better gigs, better cars.
Let's get your luggage.
Interior bedroom, morning. The early morning light is shining across the room, and as Rachel stirs in her bed, we see Jackie. He is getting dressed in his Montreal Royal Road uniform. Close up on Rachel. She sits up in the bed and watches her husband.
Jackie dressed in our room that first day, and I still remember vividly his leaving for the first practice session.
He's putting on his sanitary hose, and then it stirs.
I felt so terribly sorry for him. You know how you feel when you send a child out to school for the first time? When you don't know how he will adjust, or whether the other children will pick on him, or whether he will like the teacher.
Puts on his pants.
I wanted to watch the day's proceedings, but I felt I shouldn't do anything that might embarrass him.
Jackie puts on his jersey.
I could just hear some antagonistic players shouting.
We hear a voice.
Hey, Jack. Did you bring Mama along to be your nursemaid?
Or some such remark. And I knew that the less opportunity for an upsetting incident like this, the better Jack's chances would be.
Jackie puts on his cap.
Oh, how do I look?
You're the handsomest man ever put on a baseball uniform.
Thanks. I'll remember that when the pitches are thrown at me.
Come here.
Jackie leans over the bed to Rachel.
I love you. You know that I love you, dear.
Right? I know that.
They embrace and kiss. Interior car, road, morning. In the car is Wendell, Billy, who's driving, Sam Lacey, another black newspaper man from the Baltimore African American, and John Wright in uniform, a black pitcher who was also signed by Branch Rickey.
Hey, Jack, that's John Wright, a pitcher, going to make the team, like you.
Pleased to meet you.
Same here. Good luck to both of us.
I'm gonna need it.
Interior ballpark, day. 200 ball players, all in Dodgers organization, are working out, hitting fungos, running laps on the outfield warning track, playing catch with each other, and making a lot of noise. The second they see Jackie, John, and company, all activity stops immediately. They walk quickly to the sidelines, where they are beset by the press.
Hey, Jackie, how about a couple of questions? Come on, Jackie.
Okay, and this here is John Wright, a fine pitcher who'll be in camp with me also.
Jackie, you think you can get along with all these white boys?
I've gotten along with white boys at UCLA, at Pasadena, and in high school, and in the Army. I don't know why these should be any different.
What will you do if one of the pitchers throws at your head?
I'll duck like everybody else.
The reporters laugh.
Do you think that you can win the shortstop job from Stanley Bird, who I might add is the most popular player on the Montreal squad?
I don't know whether I can win any job or not. I just mean to do the best I can.
Do you have hopes of playing with Brooklyn someday?
Of course I do. Just like all the other players out there.
So that means you're out after Pee Wee Reese's job, since you're a shortstop.
Man, just wait 1 minute, all right? It doesn't mean I'm out after any individual's job. It just means that I'm gonna do the darndest to make the team. Then I'll play wherever I can best help the team. Can't worry about Brooklyn. I haven't made Montreal yet. Besides, ask John some questions.
All right, that's enough. Come on, I want you to meet Clay Hopper, manager of the club.
Angle on the dugout.
Skipper, this is Robinson and Wright.
Glad to meet you.
Hello.
Hope you boys had a nice rest this winter. We aren't going to do much today. Just throw the ball around, hit a few. Hey, Robinson, you're a shortstop, aren't you?
That's what I played at Kansas City. Hope I'm good enough to be one in Montreal.
Okay, right. What's your best pitch?
Fastball. I got a decent curve, too.
You got a changeup?
I can't throw a changeup.
All right, you'll need to work on one in this league. So Sukforth, start working with him now, but remember, take it easy.
Sukforth walks the players out to the right field to begin working them out alone.
During this time of trial, while my fellow players were not overly hostile to John and me, they made no particular effort to be friendly.
Jackie's throwing and catching with Wright.
They didn't speak to us except in the line of duty. And we never tried to engage them in conversation.
Branch Rickey, who sits in his box next to the Montreal dugout, listens to his manager.
Mr. Rickey, please don't do this to me.
What in tarnation are you talking about?
Mr. Rickey, I'm white.
Plain as day.
I'm white, and I've lived in Mississippi all my life. If you do this to me, you're going to force me to move my family and my plantation out of Mississippi.
Clay, you're the manager of the Montreal Royals, all of them. And if you wish to continue to manage this club, you'll act accordingly. Or you can go back to Mississippi.
Yes, Mr. Rickey.
Exterior field, day. Jackie is fielding ground balls at shortstop.
I went to practice the next day, determined to show manager Hopper that I could really play this game.
He's putting on a show with his defensive skills.
I raced all over the field trying to make sensational stops, and I pegged the ball to the first base as hard as I could.
He pegs the ball from the hole to first base,
attempting to belie reports that I had a weak arm.
Don't overdo it, or you get a sore arm.
Beautiful throw.
Branch Rickey slaps Hopper on the shoulder.
Look at that. There's coordination, agility.
A screaming line drive is hit to his left. Jackie makes a diving stop and flips the ball to the second baseman to start a double play. Rickey slaps Hopper on the shoulder harder.
You see that, Clay? That's an aptitude play, the best play in baseball. That's a superhuman play.
Mr. Rickey, you really think this nigger's a human being?
He looks at his manager, ignores those ignorant words, and goes back to watching Jackie. Interior house, night.
Ray, I can't.
What happened?
I heard it throwing, trying to do too much too soon.
Let me help.
Rachel unbuttons his shirt and gently pulls it off.
Just my luck. Now what do I do?
Exterior field, day. Branch talks to Jackie.
You got to get in there, sore arm or not. For anybody else, it would be all right, but remember that you're here under extraordinary circumstances.
I know, Mr. Ricky. I'll do it.
You can't afford to miss a single day of practice, or some of those other players will start rumors you're gold bricking. They'll say you're dogging it, pretending your arm is sore.
Yes, Mr. Ricky. But still, my arm is about to fall off.
Move over from shortstop to second base. You won't have to throw as far.
Jackie is in position at second base when Hopper hits him a ground ball. Close up on Jackie. Jackie fields it cleanly, but his throw bounces twice before it reaches the first baseman. Close up on Ricky.
Clay, we'll have to make a first baseman out of him.
Close up on Hopper. He shows his disgust by spitting out a brown stream of tobacco juice. Exterior field, day. Branch is instructing Jackie how to play first base. We see him bobble throws, miss cutoffs, just plain messing up. Interior house, night. Rachel is applying cold compresses, this time to his shoulder.
How does it feel? Your arm will be fine in the morning.
How can you be so sure?
Hey.
Exterior field, day. Jackie takes the field.
Come on, black boy, you can make the team. Want a chance? Now what are you gonna do about it?
Jackie is lined up with John Wright, about to play catch.
Here it goes.
Hey, take it easy.
Jackie throws the ball to John.
Doesn't hurt.
There you go.
John fires the ball back to Jackie.
Thank God.
He throws again, harder this time.
Doesn't hurt.
Exterior Dealing Field, day. The team bus is in front of the gate. A crowd is milling around. Hopper talks to city officials.
So what you're telling me is that the game can't be played because of nighttime. Is that right?
That's exactly what I'm telling you.
But we don't need lights. It's a day game.
Doesn't matter.
Exterior Stanford Stadium, day. Jackie and the Royals finally play. He's up at bat. Close up on the pitcher. He throws. Close up on Jackie. Jackie swings and singles to left. Close up on Jackie dancing off first base. He steals second base. Angle on the batter. Tom Tatum is up and singles to right field. Close up on Hopper. Clay, who's coaching third base, sends Jackie home. Close up on Jackie. Jackie goes full speed, rounds third towards home plate. Angle on home plate. Jackie beats the ball with a slide into the catcher, trying to block the plate, and a cloud of dust goes up. When Jackie stands up to dust himself off, a local sheriff is looking at him, right in the kisser.
Now you get off of this here field right now. If you don't, I'm putting you in the jailhouse right now. So help me if I don't.
Hopper runs out of the dugout for Jackie's defense.
Oh, what's wrong? What's wrong? What did he do? He hasn't broken any laws.
Yes, he did.
What?
He...
Speak up!
I'm the sheriff. Just a second while I figure out what's going on here.
We told you all to leave them nigger players home. We ain't having niggers and white boys playing on the same field in this town. It's the law, and I'm here to tell you. Niggers and whites can't be together.
Said.
Together, and you know damn well they can't get married together.
Who said? God, Jackie, go take a shower. Goddamn white folks.
Close up on Jackie.
Okay, Skipper. Tell him I'm getting.
Interior train, night. Jackie sits alone at window, looking out.
Spring training was over, and the birds were beginning to wing their way north now, and we were ready to start that long pennant grind in the International League. We all said goodbye to the South, to Daytona Beach, and headed for Jersey City on opening day.
Exterior Roosevelt Stadium, Jersey City day. The stands are packed as everyone stands and sings the Star-Spangled Banner.
I guess the anthem meant more to me that day than ever before.
Jackie and Wright sing.
Johnny Wright was standing beside me. There was a lump in my throat as the band blared out and we all sang the familiar words.
The players are getting ready. We hear the public address announcer give the starting lineups.
As the game approached, it seemed to me that everyone present felt some of the mounting tension that I did.
He's bent over, sitting in the dugout.
We all sensed history was in the making, that the long ban against Negro players was about to come to a crashing end.
Jackie's teammates come by and tap him on the back for encouragement.
I'd always wanted to play big league ball, and here I was, with an honest to goodness chance.
Clay looks at Jackie.
Son, now's your shot. You show him what you can do.
Okay, Skip. I knew within me that I was gonna make good. I had to make good. My race was dependent on me.
Jackie is up at bat.
We held Jersey City scoreless in the second inning.
Angle on the pitcher, Warren Sandell. He picks up the rosin bag.
In our half of the third, I found myself in the first clutch situation of my baseball career.
He steps back on the mound and peers into the catcher for the sign. Close up on the catcher's hand, he flashes one finger, the fastball. Close up on Jackie's eyes.
There were two men on base, and I knew what the people in the stands were saying. Can he hit when there are ducks on the pond?
Close up on Sandell, throws. Close up on the ball, coming towards Jackie. Close up on the bat, meeting the ball. Close up on Jackie, swinging, slow motion.
I swung with all my might. There was a crack like a rifle shot in my ears.
Close up on Sandell. He turns around to watch the ball in flight.
As I dashed toward first, the roar of the crowd told me this one was going all the way. It sailed over the 340 sign in the left field.
Close up on Jackie. Jackie watches the ball too as he trots around the bases. Angle on the crowd, black and white, are standing, cheering. Close up on Rachel, who begins to cry. Tears of happiness. Angle on home plate. Jackie is greeted by his teammates as he crosses home plate.
That's the way to hit that ball, Jackie.
That's the way to hit him. Nice going, Jackie.
Close up on Jackie. Jackie is all smiles as he trots back into the dugout. He looks at Rachel, sitting in the stands. Close up on Rachel. She waves at Jackie. Angle on Jackie. He's at bat again.
When I came up in the fifth inning, I sort of sensed that they were expecting me to swing away.
Angle, new pitcher, Phil Oates. He winds up and throws.
I decided to cross them up.
Close up on Jackie. He sticks his bat out in front of him and bunts the ball.
So I bunted down the third baseline and caught them flat-footed.
Angle on Jackie. He tears down the line for first base. Close up on Jackie. He steals second base.
On the second pitch, I tore out for second and made it safely.
Cut to close. Branch and Jackie.
Jackie, I want you to run the bases like blazes. I want you to worry the pitchers so much they won't know what to do. Steal all the bases you can.
Closer on Branch.
Sometimes, of course, they'll catch you, but don't worry about that. Ty Cobb got caught plenty. Run like the devil.
Cut back to angle of Jackie. He's dancing up and down at third base.
Standing on third base, I recalled that advice. I try to steal home.
Angle on the pitcher, Phil Oates. He takes his windup. Close up on Jackie. Jackie takes off for home. Close up on Oates. He becomes rattled and breaks his windup. Close up on the umpire. He shouts.
That's a ball. Runner scores.
Close up on Jackie. He's running and slides into second base without a throw.
In the seventh, I singled for my third straight hit, and I stole second again.
Angle up on the home plate. Tom Tatum singles.
Tom Tatum singled me home, and I scored for the third time that day.
Angle on Jackie. He circles the bases and is greeted by his teammates. Close up on Jackie. He's on third again.
In the eighth, I socked a single to left, got as far as third and once again started dancing menacingly up and down the baseline.
Close up on the pitcher, Herb Andrews. Herb Andrews looks at Jackie's antics.
Herb Andrews was pitching now, and he also got flustered and committed a balk.
Close up on the umpire. He shouts,
"It's a balk! Come on in."
Angle on Jackie. He trots in from third. Angle on the crowd. The crowd is going wild. Exterior players gate. Day. Rachel hugs Jackie for dear life.
Oh, you were so wonderful today. I was so thrilled.
You weren't any more thrilled than I was. I was just plain lucky.
Interior train. Day. Jackie sits by himself writing a letter. None of his teammates are in this car. They ride together at the front of the train.
My dearest darling, I just received your letter and I was so happy I nearly cried. Honey, I never felt like this before. You'll have loads of fun with Junior.
Interior Montreal apartment, night. Rachel reads her husband's letter out loud.
And darling, I really do want the baby. I'll give Junior something to read about later in life. We're going to be so happy we can't miss.
Interior train, day. Jackie is writing.
And honey, we are still courting. We will always court each other as long as we live.
Interior Montreal apartment, night. Rachel still reading her husband's letter.
What a Christmas gift this is going to be. A baby and the sweetest wife in the world. I need you very much.
Interior train, day.
Yours alone, Jackie.
Interior Montreal apartment, Jackie sits at dinner table, full plate of food in front of him, untouched.
You don't like my cooking? It doesn't taste good?
Honey, your food tastes delicious. I'm just not hungry. Excuse me, from the table.
He gets up from the table. Interior bedroom, night. Rachel, in bed, turns to hug Jackie, and she grabs nothing but pillow. A light is on in the bathroom. Rachel stands outside the closed door as she hears her husband vomiting.
Jackie, you okay?
I'm all right, just an upset stomach.
He opens the door, wiping his mouth with a washcloth.
Are you sure? Jack, is it your nerves?
My nerves are fine.
You haven't been able to keep food down for the last week. This nausea has to be your nerves.
Ray, I'm fine.
Maybe, but the team doctor says you need to take 10 days off. Jack, you could be underestimating the strain you're under.
You don't understand. I'm leading the league in batting. If I stay out 10 days, people will say that I did it to protect my batting average. I'm gonna win the batting crown. I want to do it by playing, not by sitting out.
Jack, I've never told you what to do, but this is the time. I'm carrying our child, our first child. He needs a father. Please take at least a couple days off. Just rest. I'm begging you.
Ray, since you put it that way, okay. But I can't do it for 10 days. 3 or 4 days at the most.
Exterior field, day. Jackie stands before a throng of photographers, posing with a bat that reads batting champion, 349, Jackie Robinson.
At the end of that season, I did emerge as the league's top batter. I was also the best fielding second baseman and tied for most runs scored.
Jackie is all smiles.
And second in stolen bases.
Interior clubhouse, day. Players are going around congratulating each other.
Our team won the pennant. We met Louisville for the Little World Series.
Exterior Louisville Stadium, day. Hordes of fans are outside the stadium waiting for the gates to open.
The first 3 games held in Louisville were vital baseball-wise and significant racially.
Interior locker room, day. The Montreal Royals are getting dressed.
Louisville turned out to be the most critical test of my ability to handle abuse. The tension was terrible.
Exterior field, day. Jackie emerges from the dugout to a chorus of boos.
And I was greeted with some of the worst vituperation I had yet experienced.
Exterior Louisville Stadium, day. We see hundreds of cops outside the stadium.
The Louisville club owners had moved to meet anticipated racial trouble by setting a black quota.
Exterior turnstiles. White fans come through the turnstiles.
As white fans surge through the turnstiles unhampered,
we see large numbers of black fans being turned away.
Numbers of blacks, some of whom had come long distances, were standing outside the gates, unable to gain admittance.
Exterior field, day. Jackie is at bat, and he misses badly with his swing.
I was playing terrible ball in Louisville.
He swings and misses.
In all 3 games, I managed 1 hit out of 11 tries.
He swings and misses for the 3rd strike. Close up on the umpire. He signals.
Strike 3, you're out.
The worse I played, the more vicious that howling mob in the stands became.
Angle on Jackie. He walks with his head bowed back to the dugout after striking out. The mob throws all kinds of debris at him.
I have been booed pretty soundly before, but nothing like this.
Close up on fan number 1.
Hey, black boy, go on back to Canada and stay. Yeah, and take your nigger-loving friends with you.
Angle on the dugout. Jackie's teammates come by him to give him encouragement.
Jackie, don't let these rednecks get you down.
Keep your chin up.
Close up on Jackie. His face shows the strain he is under.
I saw my team go down to defeat in 2 of the 3 games. To make up for this, we would have to win 3 out of the 4 final games to be played in Montreal.
Exterior, the Larmier Downs Ballpark, Montreal, Canada Day. The stands are packed, and they are fighting mad.
When we arrived home, we discovered that the Canadians were up in arms over the way I had been treated.
As soon as the Louisville Colonels step on the field, they are met with an avalanche of boos and garbage. Montage. Montreal hitter after hitter reaches base. The ball is flying all around the park. Montreal base runners cross the plate one after another.
The confidence and love of those fans acted like a tonic to our team. In a classically hard-fought game, we won the game.
Jackie Robinson is being carried on the shoulders of the fans, thousands who have stormed the field after the final out.
We ended up winning 3 straight to win the championship.
The fans are singing, Il gagne Esplay. He won his bars. Angle on the stands. These fans chant, "We want Jackie, we want Jackie." Close up on Jackie. Tears are streaming down his face, and he is still being carried around the field.
My slump disappeared, and I finished the series hitting 400 and scoring the winning run in the final game.
Interior clubhouse, day. Is pure bedlam as players pour champagne over everything and everybody.
Jackie, you're a real ball player and a gentleman. It's been a wonderful having you on our team.
Thanks, Skipper.
Exterior players entrance, day. As Jackie leaves the gate, a mob is waiting for him. Like his football days at UCLA, he fights his way through. It's a struggle. As Jackie breaks through the crowd, he begins to run, and the mob starts chasing him also. They chant, "We want Jackie, we want Jackie." Only Jackie's sprinter speed keeps a safe distance between him and this mob of love. We see people opening their windows. Others come pouring out of their houses. A car slams on the brakes right in front of him. The driver opens the door. He shouts in bad English,
"Quick, get in!"
Jackie jumps in, and they speed off. High angle.
A sports writer described the scene succinctly. It was probably the only day in history that a black man ran from a white mob with love instead of lynching on his mind.
The speeding car pulls far away from the mob of love. Fade to black. Fade up on interior maternity ward night. Close up on Jackie Robinson Jr., 1 hour old.
Jackie Robinson Jr. was born on November 18th, 1946.
We have a son.
Rachel holds her newborn son. Jackie stands by her side. They are 2 new, proud parents.
Now, if there is anything to the theory that the influence affecting expectant parents have important impact on the developing child,
Close up on Jackie.
a beautiful son.
Jackie takes Jackie Jr. from his wife and holds him in his arms for the first time.
Our baby son was predestined to lead a very complicated and complex life.
Close up on Jackie Jr. Exterior hotel patio, Panama, night. Dixie Walker, a petition in hand, walks up to Pee Wee Reese, shortstops of the Dodgers.
Pee Wee, you know we're two Southern boys and you know we have to stick together.
Dixie, what are you talking about?
Well, me and some of the boys made up this petition to keep that shine off the team.
Dixie hands Pee Wee the petition, who glances at it, then hands it back.
Dixie, I can't sign this thing. I don't know about you boys, but this is my living. I got a wife and a child. I missed 3 years because of the war. I have to play ball.
Well, suit yourself. When these niggers start taking over, taking food out of your wife and child's mouth, don't say I didn't warn you.
Anglon Dixie and Ralph Branca.
So what do you say, Branca?
Huh. I grew up in New York. Played with the colors. Count me out.
Anglon Dixie and Gil Hodges.
Dixie, I don't want no trouble. I just want to come to the park to play ball.
Exterior hotel room, night. Harold Parrott, the Dodgers traveling secretary, is knocking on the door. No answer. He knocks again. Leo Duricher, clad in a yellow bathrobe, manager of the Brooklyn Dodgers, opens the door.
Shit, Perot, I got company. What the fuck is so important this late at night?
Leo, we got big trouble.
Interior kitchen, night. The entire Brooklyn Dodgers team, awakened from sleep, sits and stands before Duricher and Parrott.
Skip, it's 3 o'clock in the a.m.
God damn it, Stanky. I know what the fuck time it is, so shut your trap.
Yes, sir.
Now, it's come to my attention that some of you dickheads are trying to do my job, trying to manage this club, trying to determine who makes a squad. The last time I looked, I was the manager. That's what Mr. Ricky pays me to do, and I might quite add to you, I do it quite well. Now, I don't care if the guy is yellow or black or if he has stripes like a fucking zebra. I'm the manager, and I say he plays. What's more, I say he can make us all rich. And if any of you can't use the money, plus you're traded. Oh, one more thing. Robinson isn't the last one. A lot more are coming. So you better get used to the idea, and quick.
The players' heads are down. Interior Ricky's office at Hotel Day. Carl Furillo, Hugh Casey, Bobby Braggett, Ed Head, Cookie Labaghetto, and Eddie Stanky sit nervously outside Ricky's office.
Where's Dixie?
He took a convenient trip back to the States.
Says his mother's sick.
He's just chicken shit. Left us holding the bag.
Ricky's secretary enters the room.
Mr. Ricky will see Mr. Furillo first.
Carl gets up, and all his co-conspirators look at him. He looks like a child who is being called into the principal's office. Interior office, day. Furillo gingerly walks into the office while Ricky puffs on a cigar.
Where was your father born?
Sicily, Mr. Ricky.
Where was your mother born?
Sicily, Mr. Ricky.
Did they immigrate to America before you were born?
Yes, Mr. Ricky.
And where did they work?
My father is a laborer and my mother's a seamstress, Mr. Ricky.
Mr. Furillo, did anybody start up a petition to prevent your parents from working? I didn't think so. Your parents immigrated from Sicily and were allowed to work as free people, but you, a child and beneficiary of that freedom, would deny the same opportunity to an American whose parents and grandparents and great-grandparents have been in this country for over 200 years. Is that right?
Mr. Ricky, I didn't read what I was signing.
Get out of here. Bring in Stanky.
You want to see me, Mr. Ricky?
Eddie, I'm surprised you would be a part of this scheme. Didn't I just give you a raise? Didn't I?
That you did, Mr. Ricky. Just Just tell me what you want.
I want you to be the leader of this team like you're supposed to be. I need your help.
I'll give him a word, Mr. Ricky.
Interior dugout, night. Ricky sits next to Jackie.
Jack, you have to forget about what you did last year at Montreal. That's history.
Yes, Mr. Ricky. I know I'll have to prove myself all over again.
The true test will be making the grade on major league pitching. I want you to be a whirling demon against the Dodgers. I want you to concentrate, to hit that ball, to get on base by any means necessary. I want you to run wild, to steal the pants off them. We are definitely weak at first base, and they all know it. You can fill that gap. You have to be so good that the Dodgers players themselves will want you on their team.
I'll do my best, Mr. Ricky. That's all I can do. With this kind of marching order, I simply had to give my best. I batted .625 and stole 7 bases during 7 Royals-Dodger games.
Interior McAlpine Hotel, New York, day. Jackie helps Rachel change Jackie Jr.'s diaper. They are cramped into a small hotel room. We see a hot plate next to the bed. Suitcases are open, clothes still unpacked.
Isn't this the cutest baby you ever seen?
Cutest baby born until we have our next child.
Look at those hands. Look at those legs. He's gonna be a better ball player than his daddy.
Now, how are you going to say Jack Jr. wants to be a ball player?
It's in his genes. And I'll teach him everything I know.
The phone rings, and Jackie answers it.
Hello? Yes, Mr. Ricky. Right away, Mr. Ricky.
Jackie hangs up the phone.
What did he want?
Mr. Ricky wants me to come to his office right away.
You have to leave now?
I'm out the door.
He kisses his wife and son.
I hope Mr. Ricky didn't change his mind.
Interior Ricky's office, day. Jackie sits before Ricky.
Commissioner Chandler has suspended the Dodgers manager Leo DeRocha 1 year for conduct detrimental to baseball.
Man, Leo was always fair to me.
Yeah, he was. And I was counting on him dearly to help bring you along.
Now what do we do?
Bert Schotten will take his place. And the time has come.
Come for what?
Interior press box, Ebbets Field, day. An aide of Ricky walks through the press box, giving out a press release.
The Brooklyn Dodgers today purchased the contract of Jackie Roosevelt Robinson from the Montreal Royals. He will report immediately. Branch Rickey?
Once again, there is a stampede by the press as they rush to the telephones to spread the news to the world. Exterior clubhouse, day. Jackie stands before a door marked Brooklyn Dodgers, players only. He takes a deep breath before he walks in. Interior clubhouse, day. As Jackie walks in, many of his teammates are there already. He just stands there. Some players look up, some don't. When Clubhouse Danny walks up to him.
We're a little short of lockers, Jackie. You'll have to wait a couple days till we can get one for you.
He hands Jackie his uniform. Jackie holds and looks at it, and we see the number 42.
Hang your clothes on that.
He points to a nail stuck in a wall. Jackie's face says, what a way to begin. He is putting on his Dodger uniform for the first time, and it looks great on him. Clyde Sukeforth, hand extended, walks up to Jackie. They shake.
Congratulations.
Good to see you, Mr. Sukeforth.
Now, Clyde, same here. Have you met any of the boys?
Not yet.
Come on then.
Clyde takes Jackie with him around the locker room.
Captain of the team from Kentucky, Pee Wee Reese.
Good luck. We could use a player like yourself.
Thanks, Pee Wee.
Ralph Branca.
Shakes Jackie's hand.
Hello.
And this is Dixie Walker, Bobby Bragan, Hugh Casey, Carl Ferrillo.
They look at Jackie, then turn their backs to him, and continue to dress.
Yeah, they're okay. It'll take a while.
Interior Ricky's office, day. In his office sits Bob Carpenter, owner and president of the Philadelphia Phillies.
Branch, please. I beg you not to include Robinson in your lineup for the series.
And why would I do such a thing?
As owner of the Philadelphia Phillies, I will order my team not to take the field.
Great. You do that, and the Brooklyn Dodgers will win all 3 games by default. And by the way things are going, we can sure use those victories.
Branch, have you gone mad? All the other owners feel the same way I do. Are you trying to ruin the great American institution of baseball?
Maybe it needs ruining.
Branch, you can't fool me. You don't care one bit about the niggers. You're trying to make a quick buck.
Exterior, Ebbets Field, day. Jackie walks from the on-deck circle to home plate.
Starting to the plate in the first inning, I could scarcely believe my ears.
The Phillies players hold up watermelons and pork chops. Leading this venting of hate is the Phillies manager, Ben Chapman.
Hey, nigger. Hey, nigger, you want a cold slice of watermelon?
How about some pork chops?
Jackie calls time and steps out of the batter's box to recompose himself.
Almost as if it had been synchronized by some magic conductor. 8-4 fourth from the Phillies dugout.
Hey, nigger, why don't you go back to the cotton fields where you belong?
Waiting for
I'm waiting for you in the jungles, black boy. Hey, Snowflake, which one of those Dodgers white boys' wives are you fucking tonight?
Hey, we don't want you here, you Alabama man, porch monkey.
Go back to the bushes, pygmy.
Jackie steps back into the batter's box and looks at his wife, who has Jackie Jr. bundled up. Concern is on her face. She knows her husband could easily snap and fall into the trap. His eyes travel from Rachel back to the pitcher on the mound. The entire team in the dugout has a bat in their hands and points it at Jackie and imitates machine gun fire, shotgun blasts.
I felt torn, and I tried to just play ball and ignore the insults. He was really getting to me.
Nigger!
What did the Phillies want from me? What did Ricky expect from me? I was, after all, a human being. What was I doing here, turning the other cheek as though I weren't a man?
Goddamn black nigger.
Jackie steps out of the batter's box and walks deliberately towards the Phillies dugout. All talk ceases from him.
For one wild and rage-crazed minute, I thought, to hell with Mr. Ricky's noble experiment. To hell with the image of the patient black freak I was supposed to create.
Jackie charges into the Phillies dugout with his Louisville slugger wailing. His bat comes down hard on limbs, torsos. Phillies scream out in pain. He grabs Chapman.
I could grab one of those white sons of bitches.
He punches Chapman in the grill.
Smash his teeth in with my despised black fist.
Chapman is out cold, bloody, and down for the count. Jackie tears off his jersey and goes into the runway, leaving the game behind.
Then I could walk away from it all.
Jackie walks away from us, down the dark runway.
But my son would tell his son someday what his daddy could have been if he hadn't been too much of a man.
Jackie disappears into the darkness. Angle on home plate. Jackie steps back into the batter's box. It was all a fantasy.
Let's go, Robinson. We don't have all day.
Close up on Jackie.
Then I thought of Mr. Ricky, how his family and friends begged him not to fight for me and my people.
Close up on the pitcher. He gets his sign from the catcher, Andy Simonic.
I thought of all his predictions, which had come true.
Close up on Ricky. Branch, cigar in mouth, sits in his box seat next to the Dodgers dugout. He's as tense as Jackie is.
Mr. Ricky had come to a crossroads and made a lonely decision.
Close up on Jackie.
I was at a crossroads. I would make mine. I would stay.
Angle on home plate. Jackie swings and taps a weak fly ball to the left fielder, Dale Ennis. Angle on Phillies dugout. The Phillies laugh out loud in derision.
Hey, you carpetbaggers. How's your little reconstruction period getting along?
Angle on Dodgers dugout. Jackie returns from first, takes a seat. Eddie Stanky stands at the top and steps and yells across the field at Chapman.
You yellow-bellied cowards, why don't you pick on some who can answer back?
Close up on Jackie.
The haters had almost won that round. They had succeeded in getting me so upset that I was an easy out.
Exterior, Ebbets Field, day. A crowd of photographers surround Ben Chapman and Jackie Robinson as they pose. They hold a bat between them.
As a result of the Chapman incident, the next day I had to submit myself to one of the toughest ordeals I've ever faced.
Close up on the photographers. They shoot and shoot.
Having been asked by the commissioner and Ricky, I agreed to pose for a picture with Chapman to make the fan feel that we had patched up our differences.
Closer on Jackie and Chapman.
My heart wasn't in it. I learned he only agreed on the condition that he wouldn't have to shake hands with me.
Exterior train station, St. Louis, morning. The Brooklyn Dodgers board a chartered bus to take them to the Chase Hotel. As the bus pulls away, we reveal Jackie and Wendell sitting on their luggage, left behind.
Let's catch a taxi.
Jackie stands up.
Taxi! Taxi!
A black cab driver pulls up. Exterior Hotel Adams, morning. The cab pulls up in front of the black Hotel Adams, which is in the black side of town. As soon as Jackie emerges from the car, black people start clapping, yelling for Jackie. The bellhops quickly take their bags. Interior Hotel Adams, morning. The owner, Joe Adams, rushes up to shake their hands.
Mr. Robinson, it is an honor for us to have you stay here. We hope we can make your stay a pleasant one. And please, if you need anything, let me know. Our staff is at your command.
Thank you.
See what I told you?
They'll treat us like kings here. Let the Dodgers stay in the chase.
Game montage. One place where things were not so hospitable is on the ball field. During this montage, we see pitchers throwing at Jackie's head, throwing bushback pitches, throwing inside. Jackie ends up on the seat of his pants for many of these. He eats dirt. Sometimes even his cat-like reflexes are not quick enough to get out of the way of 90+ miles per hour fastballs, and he is hit. Close up on Jackie. We see him get hit by 6 pitches in a row. Each time, he quickly gets back up. Angle on home plate. 3 consecutive pitches come to home plate 3 feet wide. The umpire calls each one a strike. Jackie shakes his head in disbelief, and he walks back to the dugout. Interior Ebbets Field, clubhouse, morning. It's a Sunday afternoon game, and Clubhouse Danny, who is a staunch Catholic, has his collar on, and he blesses every player in Latin, Catholic or not, as they come into the clubhouse. He holds up a jockstrap.
Hey, you sinners, this is Robinson's, and it smells better than any of you white boys.
The players laugh along with Jackie. Jackie sits with Hugh Casey, Pee Wee Reese, and Al Gianfrido. The game is poker. Jackie throws down his cards on the table.
Looks like I've won again.
All 3 players groan.
You haven't won a round yet.
Jackie, man, I'm in lousy luck today. Tell you what I used to do down in Georgia when my poker luck got bad. I'd just get up and go out and I'd rub me the teat of the biggest, blackest nigger woman I could find.
Hugh Casey then leans over the poker table and rubs Jackie's head. Everything stops in the clubhouse. Ah, shit. Jackie is about to have a volcanic eruption. Pee Wee looks. Gianfrido looks. Casey is smiling right back at Jackie. Jackie turns to Pee Wee and says,
Deal, man. Deal.
Pee Wee quickly deals the cards. Interior Hotel Adams, night. Wendell sits next to Jackie in the lobby.
I told you poker wasn't your game.
I don't know why you're making a joke out of this.
To keep you from burning up inside.
Do you have any idea what it took on my part not to kill that cracker?
Wendell is silent. Cut to interior Jackie's room, Hotel Adams night. Jackie and Branch Rickey are in conference.
Do you, Mr. Rickey?
No, I don't.
A day doesn't pass when I don't think about quitting. This pacifist stuff isn't me. You hit me, I hit you back harder. That's the way I've always been. This other stuff, it isn't in my nature.
Jackie, I know, but this is the only way it's going to work. It won't always be like this. Please, just try to hold on.
Mr. Rickey, a man can only take so much.
Exterior Sportsman Park, St. Louis, day. The park is packed. All the Negroes are segregated to seats in the right field corner. Stan Musial, a dangerous left-handed hitter, is up. He swings and pops a high fly into foul territory. Jackie runs full steam from his position at first to catch it. As Jackie continues to run, he's coming dangerously close to the Dodgers dugout. Just as he catches the foul ball, he falls into the dugout only to be caught in a bear hug by pitcher Ralph Branca, avoiding injury.
Ooh, thanks, Branca.
Woohoo! Good catch.
Enos Slaughter is up to bat. The pitch is thrown by Rex Barney. He swings and hits a one-hopper to Pee Wee Reese at shortstop. Pee Wee pegs the ball to Jackie Robinson at first base. The ball beats Enos by 3 steps. As Jackie is taking his foot off the bag, Enos lunges and he spikes down hard, ripping into his calf. Jackie is down in the infield dirt, rolling around in pain. Blood starts to flow out from his ripped pants. The Dodgers rush out to help him. Enos jogs back to the Cardinals dugout, but not without first hearing about it from the Dodgers. The trainers help Jackie to his feet. Surprisingly, Hugh Casey is the most vocal as he invites Enos Slaughter back onto the field to do battle. Slaughter stays within the safe confines of the Cardinals dugout. He's not that crazy. Interior Chase Hotel, night. The entire Dodgers team, sans Jackie, sits in a conference room. Pitcher Ralph Branca heads this impromptu meeting.
Now you all got eyes. You all saw what happened with that dirty yellow bastard Slaughter.
I saw it. What about it?
This guy Robinson is going to lead us to a pennant. And we all want that money that we can get playing in the World Series. We all know that Skinflint Rickey never will pay us what we're worth.
El Cheapo.
These other teams, like the Phillies and the Cards, are trying to get him to start a fight so he can be kicked out of baseball. So we have to protect him.
I'm the captain of this team, so I say the rule is this. If anything happens, the first guy closest to Robinson knocks him and lays on top of him so when the pictures run in the papers the next day, they can't say he was in the middle of it.
Was that it, Captain? I want to get some shut-eye.
That's it. Not a word of this to Jackie.
Exterior Boston Braves field, day. We see Pee Wee Reese in his position at shortstop.
Hey, Pee Wee, are your sweetheart going to dinner tonight?
Hey, you out there. When your grandpappy finds out how you up here socializing and fraternizing with colored folks, he's going to cut you off from your mint juleps.
Angle on the crowd. The crowd is yelling at the Dodgers too. Pee Wee looks at the second base umpire.
Time.
Go ahead.
Pee Wee strolls from the position at shortstop all the way over to Jackie at first base. The Braves are really giving it to him now. Pee Wee puts his arm around Jackie's shoulder, starts to talk.
Jackie, isn't this just a beautiful day?
The Braves have stopped yelling. Close up on Pee Wee and Jackie.
Look at this sky. Nice breeze, not too hot, not a cloud in the deep blue sky.
The fans are quiet also. They stand in disbelief at what they see.
Don't you love this game called baseball?
Hate to break you two lovebirds up, but we got a game to play.
Pee Wee, I do love this game called baseball.
Exterior, Ebbets Field, day. Batting practice is going on and Jackie is answering questions on the press.
Now, I feel great about Bill Veeck of the Cleveland Indians, who has signed Larry Doby as the first Negro in the history of the American League.
You aren't a little bit jealous?
About what? About who?
Jealous about that you won't be the only Negro player in the limelight.
That's ridiculous. And the way I see it, we're winning the battle. Can't you see the walls beginning to crumble?
So you feel the same way about the St. Louis Browns signing two other Negroes, Willard Brown and Henry Thompson?
Absolutely. The day may not be too far off when I can just be a player. And not only Jackie Robinson, the first Negro in organized baseball. Now, I've had a lot of help.
Exterior, Ebbets Field, day. Thousands of Black Dodger fans are lined up waiting for the gates to be opened.
In a very real sense, Black people helped make the experiment succeed. Many who came to the ballpark had not been baseball fans before I began to play in the big leagues.
We see what looks like to be a church outing. Old Black women, definitely over 75 years old, dressed up in their Sunday best to pray for, to cheer for their savior, Jackie Robinson.
Suppressed and repressed for so many years, they needed a victorious Black man as a symbol. It would help them believe in themselves.
The gates are opened and floods of Black people come into Ebbets Field.
The breakthrough created as much danger as it did hope. It was one thing for me out there and on the playing field to be able to keep my cool in the face of insults.
Jackie signs autographs. Old Black lady gives him hugs and kisses.
But it was another for all those Black people sitting in the stands to keep from overreacting when they sensed a racial slur or unjust decision.
The Black masses chant, Jackie, Jackie, Jackie.
They could have blown that whole bit to hell by acting belligerently and touching off a race riot.
He waves to the crowd.
It would have been all the biggest needed to set back the cause of progress or of Black men in sports. Another 100 years.
Interior, Grand Central train station, day. Thousands of fans have come here to greet their Brooklyn Dodgers who have just clinched the pennant. They hold signs and banners.
The Dodgers won the pennant, and when we came home, we joyfully were received by our fans.
The players are mobbed as they exit the train. Interior, Dodgers clubhouse, day. The locker room is a morgue. The Dodgers have just lost to the New York Yankees in the 7th and final game.
We lost, however, to that spectacular New York Yankees team in the 1947 World Series.
There's a crowd of reporters around his locker.
That included some of the greats in baseball.
Cut to close up.
Joe DiMaggio.
Cut to close up.
Tommy Heinrich.
Close up.
Yogi Berra.
Close to cut up.
Phil Rizzuto.
Angle on Jackie's locker.
We fought hard, but the Yankees are a great club. Even though we lost, we still feel we played well. We took them to 7 games.
Interior, Jackie's hotel room, night. Branch sits with Jackie.
For the past 3 years, I asked you to turn the other cheek, not to fight back. You've done that with courage and determination. And now I want you to go back to the fierce competitor you are.
Mr. Ricky, they better be rough on me this next year because I'm sure gonna be rough on them.
I know you'll show the National League a thing or two.
Exterior, Ebbets Field, day. Angle on the scoreboard. Phillies 2, Dodgers 3. Bottom of the 8th. Angle on the field. Ebbets Field is rocking. Jackie Robinson is on third base, dancing up and down. Russ Meyer, the right-hand pitcher for the Phillies, is on the mound. Angle on Jackie. He dashes for home, but the Phillies are waiting. Jackie is caught on a rundown. The Phillies throw the ball back and forth, trying to tag him out. Third baseman, Puddinhead Jones, and catcher, Andy Simonik, are joined by shortstop Granny Hamner, second base, Mike Colliet, first base, and Eddie Watkins and Meyer. Angle on the field. Back and forth, the throws go. 3, 4, 5, 6 throws, and the gap hasn't been closed. The seventh and final throw to third is wild, and Jackie sprints home. Angle on the plate. Russ Meyer tries to tackle Jackie's legs, but he is run over.
What the hell are you trying to do?
Under the stands.
Let's go. Right now, I'll kick your silly ass up and down this diamond.
Players from both benches run out of the dugout to break it up. Photo montage. We see Jackie with his new black Brooklyn Dodgers teammates, catcher Roy Campanella and pitcher Don Newcomb.
Branch Rickey didn't stop me. I was joined by the greats, catcher Roy Campanella and pitcher Don Newcomb.
Exterior train station, St. Louis morning. The Brooklyn Dodgers board a chartered bus to take them to the Chase Hotel. As the bus pulls away, we reveal Jackie, Roy, and Don sitting on their luggage left behind.
Taxi! Taxi!
A black cab driver pulls up. Exterior, Ebbets Field, day. The 1949 Brooklyn Dodgers pose for the team picture.
During the 1949 season, there was a tremendous improvement in the closeness of the Dodgers team. Racial tensions had almost completely dissipated, except for some hotels on the road.
Interior Dodgers clubhouse day. The Dodgers are goofing around.
Once again, we became the National League pennant winner.
Interior Yankee clubhouse day. The New York Yankees are pouring champagne all over each other.
And once again, we lost to the Yankees. Once again, it was a hard-fought series.
Interior ballroom night. Jackie holds up his 1949 Most Valuable Player Award.
Sports writers named me Most Valuable Player. I led the league with a .342 batting average.
Interior Robinson House, St. Albans, Queens, day. Jackie sits with Rachel as she holds their newborn child, Sharon.
Now that we got Sharon, we need a house.
A house costs money.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. You should ask Mr. Ricky for a raise.
You know how he is about money.
You were MVP. You're the biggest draw in baseball. How much money he making off of you? Sure, he gave you a chance, but you repaid him back. Every time there's a packed ballpark to see you, it's a repayment in full.
So how much should we ask for?
I say $400,000. That's fair.
Interior Ricky's office, day. Jackie sits with Ricky.
Mr. Ricky, I want to discuss my contract.
Before we do that, I have some bad news. I want you to hear it from me first.
Is Miss Ricky ill?
No, she's fine. I'm being forced out as president of the Brooklyn Dodgers.
Well, how can that be?
Quite easy. It's called a squeeze play.
Who?
Walter O'Malley will be president and principal owner of the team.
I'm sorry, Mr. Ricky.
Don't be, Jackie. Baseball has and always will be a game for the young. Now, what about your contract?
Jackie feels it's inappropriate to ask for a raise, just like Ricky figured. Exterior, Shibe Park, Philadelphia, night. The Phillies are up at bat against the Dodgers.
My greatest day in baseball was the last day of the 1951 season.
Close up on Billy Cox at third base. Close up on Pee Wee Reese at shortstop.
In early August, we had a 13.5 game lead over the New York Giants. Then we started to lose and lose. The Giants started to win and win. They won 37 of their last 44 games.
Close up on Gil Hodges at first base. Close up on Andy Parco in left field.
The Giants had already beaten the Braves 3-2, so we had to win. Lose, we go home. After trailing early 6-1, we evened it.
Close up on Duke Snyder in center field. Close up on Carl Perillo in right field.
The Phils had the bases loaded in the bottom of the 12th, and Eddie Waitkus is at bat.
Close up on Eddie Waitkus. Close up on Don Newcomb, struggling on the mound.
Big Nuke was tiring.
Angle on Jackie. Jackie calls time and walks to the mound to give Don Newcomb a pep talk.
What the hell are you doing? Get this bastard out. I ain't losing this game. I ain't losing the season.
I'll go after him, Jackie.
Jackie pats him on the butt with his glove and returns to second base. Close up on Campanella's mitt, we see one finger flash, a fastball. Close up on Wakis' eyes. Close up on Wakis' hands gripping his mitt. Close up on Newcomb's eyes. Close up on Jackie at second base. Angle on the mound. Don begins his wind up and throws. Slow-mo. Angle. Plate. Eddie Wakis picks up the rotation of the ball early. He swings, makes contact, and it's a screaming line drive heading up the middle towards center field. Angle on Jackie. Slow-mo. Jackie, not to be denied, moves lightning quick to his right, flies into a dive where he is parallel to the ground and gets his glove on the ball. As he comes crashing down on the ground with his elbow, jams into his stomach, knocking all the air out of him. He holds onto the ball for the third and final out. Angle on the Dodgers dugout. The Dodgers are jumping for joy. Then, seeing Jackie hurt, run out to his sprawled out body in the dirt infield. Angle on Jackie. Doc Wendler, the trainer, puts some smelling salts under his nose and he slowly comes to. Pee Wee Reese and Duke Snyder help Jackie to his feet and put their arms around him as they assist him into the dugout. Close up on Rachel. She sits in the stands with Jackie Jr. Her heart goes out to her. Angle on the dugout. Jackie is still woozy, out on his feet. The brother is in pain.
Let's go, Jackie. Grab a bat. We need you now. This is for all the marbles.
Pee Wee, I'm hurting. I'm hurting the team. Just get a pinch hitter. I can't help.
If you can't, I don't know who can.
Jackie drunkenly grabs his bat and goes to the on-deck circle. Close up on Jackie. He tries to focus. His vision is blurred. We hear,
and now batting number 42, Jackie Robinson.
That is followed by the boos from the Philly partisans. Close up on the Dodgers dugout. All his teammates are standing, giving him so much vocal support. Angle on Jackie. He walks to the plate.
All right, Jackie?
Yeah, just got my bell rung.
Great catch, Jackie.
Angle on the mound. Robin Roberts stands high on the mound, the Phillies' ace. He winds up. The pitch is a curveball on the inside corner. Close up on Jackie's bat. Slow-mo. Bat meets ball. Ball rockets off of it. Close up on Jackie. He swings. Bat meets ball. Ball rockets off of it. Is way, 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 way back. Is going, gone. Angle on left field fence. The ball sails over it. Home run. Angle on Jackie. Jackie's in pain, but how now? It is a good pain. Circles the bases. Happy as hell. Angle on the home plate. Jackie is joyfully greeted by his teammates. Interior on the Dodgers clubhouse. Night. Dodgers are going insane. Jackie has saved the day. They won, and they're not dead yet. They avoided one of the all-time collapses in baseball history for now. Angle on Jackie's locker. He's surrounded from all sides by the press.
Thank God we won. Now we'll get the Giants.
Jackie, obviously still groggy, takes a seat before he faints. Angle on the clubhouse. Beer and champagne are everywhere. The celebration is one of the more relief than joy. They didn't blow the pennant. Not yet, anyway.
So we would play our arch rivals, the New York Giants, in a best-of-3 playoff. The winner goes on to the World Series. The loser goes home.
Interior Polo Grounds, Dodger Clubhouse, day. Roy Campanella walks into the clubhouse, smoking a big, fat cigar, sporting a big Panama hat.
Same team that won yesterday is going to win today.
His teammates, in various degrees of dress, roar their approval.
The Giants won the first game, 3-1. We won the second game, 10-0.
Angle on the clubhouse. The Dodgers are getting their game face on.
The season will come down to this. One game for all the marbles.
Interior Polo Grounds, Giant Clubhouse Day. Leo Durocher, now managing the Giants, stands before his players.
all come down to this. We've come way too far to let it slip away now. Everybody and their fucking mother said we were dead. Boys, you remember that? Just go out there and play the way we've been playing the last month and a half. The pressure's on them. Those bums assholes are as tight as a nun's pussy, and we're playing loosey-goosey. Oh, one last thing. If the game gets close...
Close up on Willie Mays.
Irwin.
Close up on Monty Irvin.
And Ray.
Close up on Ray Noble. Angle on Mays, Irvin, and Noble.
If the game gets close into the late innings, I may be shouting nigger and watermelon at the guys on the other side like Robinson. But I want you black guys to understand that I appreciate your enthusiasm and contribution to this team. We wouldn't be here without you.
Interior on Dodgers dugout. Day.
We led 4-1 going to the bottom of the ninth. The Dodgers just needed 3 outs, and we're in. The Giants out. Just 3 lousy outs.
Jackie sits next to Newcomb and is ready to take the field.
Nuke, let's go.
Jack, I'm tired. I could hardly lift my arm.
God damn it. The hell you say?
Jackie hands him his glove.
I ain't got nothing left.
Get out of there, or get out there, and pitch those bastards out of here.
Jackie practically pushes the Dodgers' ace pitcher out on the mound.
You come this far, you go all the way.
Angle on the field.
2 more outs.
Angle on the field. Alvin Dark is the first batter for the Giants, and he singles. He's followed by Don Mueller, who singles also, sending Dark to third base. Angle on the mound. Jackie tries to settle Newcomb down.
Hey, don't worry about it. 2 cheap hits. You're all right.
No, I ain't. Ain't right at all.
Shit, man. We'll get 2. Just keep it down.
Okay, Jackie.
You know how easy it is? This pennant belongs to us, baby. It belonged to us all year.
Pee Wee joins the conference.
Nuke, you all right?
He's fine. All you got to do is get Monte to hit it on the ground.
Ground ball's double play.
Game is over.
Brooklyn wins the pennant.
We finally beat the Yanks in the World Series.
I can taste the champagne now.
Jackie and Pee Wee go back to their positions. Angle on the plate. Monty Irvin swings, and it's a pop-up. Angle on first base. Gil Hodges catches the ball in foul territory. That's the first out. Close up on Jackie. He raises his finger, indicating 1 out. Angle on the bullpen. Coach Clyde Sukeforth supervises relief pitchers Carl Erskine and Ralph Bronca as they quickly warm up in the bullpen. Angle on the field. Dodgers manager Charles Dressen walks slowly to the mound where he's met by catcher Rube Walker, Cox, Pee Wee, Jackie, Hodges, and the quickly fading pitcher Don Newcomb. Angle on the mound. A conference is being held.
You okay?
He's okay, Skipper.
Rube, what do you think?
It looks strong to me.
Maybe I ought to come out. My arm's dead after that last pitch.
Oh, shit. He's been saying that all day.
The umpire, Lou Jorda, joins them.
Let's go, Charlie.
Up yours, Jorda. I got a right to visit with my pitcher.
Well, what are you going to do about it? He's just trying to give us his bullpen time to warm up.
I know.
Well, what are you going to do about it?
Listen, you. Let's go. Break it up. DeRocher, I've had enough of your yapping.
Get us out of the inning.
Angle on the plate. Whitey Lookman is up at the bat. He swings and connects. Angle on the field. It's a double to the left field corner, scoring Dark. Runners at second and third. Dodgers lead is cut 4-2. Angle on Polo Ground stands. The Giants fans are going crazy. Angle on the dugout. Dressen is on the phone with the bullpen. He is starting to panic.
Are they ready?
Angle on the bullpen.
Erskine just bounced the curve.
Oh my God. How about Branca?
He's throwing hard.
Angle on the mound. Dresden walks to the mound once again. He signals for the right-hander, Ralph Branca, and takes the ball from a dejected but relieved Newcomb.
You want to walk, Thompson?
If we do that, we put the winning run on first. We pitch to Thompson.
Branca has joined them on the mound.
How you feeling?
Good, Charlie. Feeling good. Plenty loose.
All right. Throw fastballs. Okay, don't fuck around with it. You know the book. Pitch him fast and tight. Okay, keep it on him. Fast and tight, and then let's go home.
We hear Russ Hodges, the radio play-by-play announcer for the New York Giants. We see what he describes.
Clint Hartung runs from Mueller at third base. Whitey Luckman's at second. The Dodgers lead 4-2, and there's one man out for the Giants. And Ralph Branca, who's won 13 ball games over the year, 13-11, he's given up 18 home runs. Bobby Thompson against the Brooklyn club has hit a lot of long ones this year, has had 7 homers. So don't go anywhere, will you, fans? And Willie Mays is on deck. Branca throws. There's a long drive. It's going to be, I believe, the Giants win the pennant. The Giants win the pennant. The Giants win the pennant.
The Polo Grounds erupts in pure mass hysteria. As Bobby Thompson flies around the bases, Jackie makes sure he touches every single base safely. Angle on the plate. Thompson comes down hard on home plate with a 2-feet jump as he is mobbed by his teammates and fans alike. Bedlam. Interior Dodgers clubhouse. Day. The Dodgers clubhouse is like a morgue, like somebody just died. The entire Dodgers team. Angle on the steps. Ralph Branca sits on the same steps, openly crying like a baby.
This was the hardest defeat of my baseball career.
Why me? Why me?
Jackie goes over to Branca to console him. Interior Giants clubhouse. Day. The Giants clubhouse is like New Year's Eve, VJ Day, all rolled into one. Jackie looks for and finds his nemesis, Leo Durisher.
Congratulations, Leo, and good luck in the series.
Thanks, Jackie. You've always had a lot of class.
Fade to black. Fade up. Spring training, 1952. Interior Walter O'Malley's office, Miami, Florida. Day. Jackie and Rachel, still pregnant, sit nervously awaiting to see the new president and owner of the Dodgers, Walter O'Malley.
Jackie, I don't like you missing exhibition games. You know that you're the drawing card. The fans want to see you play. It's not fair to them for you to be out of the lineup. Furthermore, I've had reports that you've been complaining about having to stay in a separate hotel in Miami. That was good enough for you in 1947. Why do you have to make trouble now?
Listen, Mr. O'Malley, I took a lot of things in 1947. I happen to feel now, though, that there are a lot of insults that are being suffered by Negro ball players that wouldn't be necessary if the owners would show a little bit more courage.
Jackie, I've done everything.
Mr. O'Malley, let me finish, please. I'm not playing because I want to be in good physical condition when the season opens. Why risk aggravating an injury in an exhibition game just to pull in a few extra dollars?
You're behaving like a prima donna, and I don't like it one bit. Other ball players, great ball players, play day in and day out, and they don't become crybabies over a sore leg.
Wait a minute, Mr. O'Malley. I feel like I must say a few words here. Of all the things Jackie Robinson is, the one thing he is not is the prima donna. I've seen him play with sore legs, a sore back, sore arms, even without other members of the team knowing about it. Doing it not for praise, but because he was always thinking about his team.
Nobody worries more about this club than Jackie Robinson, Mr. O'Malley. And I say that includes the owner. I live with him, so I know. Nobody gets up earlier than Jackie Robinson to peer out the window to see what kind of day it's going to be, if the Dodgers are likely to have a good crowd. Nobody spends more time worrying than about Pee Wee Reese's foot or Gil Hodges' batting slump or Carl Erskine's ailing arm. His heart and soul is with this team, and it pains me to hear you say otherwise.
Jack and O'Malley are surprised by Rachel's outburst. A close-up on O'Malley.
Well, Rachel and Jackie, no harm meant. But won't you just try to come out and play today?
I'll see if I can go.
Interior hotel room, Cincinnati, day. Joe Black, a big black man, a rookie, sits by a window with his suitcase in the middle of the floor awaiting his new roommate. Jackie enters.
Hey, rookie. I'm Jackie.
Hey, I'm Joe Black. You know, they said if I room with you, some of your competitiveness will run off on me.
So that's what they said, huh?
So, which bed you want?
Doesn't matter to me.
Hey, you the star, you choose.
I'll take that one.
Joe gets up and sits on the other bed.
Black, you're kind of big.
6'2", 220.
You can fight too?
No, I can take care of myself.
Jackie walks over to where Black is sitting on his bed.
But we're not gonna fight.
Well, what do you mean? I thought that stuff was over.
No, it's not. They're gonna call your names. They'll do things. But we're not gonna fight.
Exterior, Crosley Field, day. Joe Black is on the mound, warming up. Angle on Cincinnati dugout. The entire team stands on the front steps singing Old Black Joe. Close up on Joe. He looks at Jackie and beckons him. Angle on the mound. Jackie joins Joe on the mound.
I said we're not gonna fight, but throwing at crooners' heads isn't fighting.
Jackie trots back to his position at second base. Angle on the Cincinnati dugout. They still are singing Old Black Joe. In quick cuts, we see Joe Black throw beanballs at the next 7 Reds hitters. They all hit the deck. Close up on Cincinnati dugout. No one is singing now. One guy waves a white towel of surrender. Interior hotel room, Cincinnati night. Jackie, Roy, Don, and the rookie Joe Black sit in Jackie's room playing cards. They are singing Old Black Joe, laughing, having a good time.
Hey, great game, Joe. Great game.
You hear them?
Yeah, I heard. And then they stopped.
Black
nigga! No. It goes like this. Black nigga!
Oh, man, I'm glad we can laugh about it now. Before you guys got here, it wasn't funny.
Well, we here now. Interior Dodgers clubhouse day. Jackie sits in front of his locker when he is approached by Dick Young, a sports columnist for the New York Daily News.
Finally figured something out.
Young? What's that?
The trouble between you and me, Jackie, is that I can go to Campy and all we discuss is baseball.
Angle on Campanella's locker. Campy has a group of reporters laughing with him. Close up on Young.
I talk to you, and sooner or later, we get around to social issues. And it just so happens I'm not interested in social issues. Jackie, I'm telling you this as a friend.
Close up on Jackie. He just looks at this guy. Close up on Campanella and his reporters.
A lot of the newspapermen are saying that Campy's the kind of guy they can like, but that your aggressiveness, you're wearing your race on your sleeve, makes enemies.
Young, we might as well get this straight. I like friends just as much as the other guy. But if it comes down to the question of having a choice between the friendship of some of these writers and their respect, I'll take their respect.
Personally, Jackie, when I talk to Campy, I almost never think of him as a Negro. Anytime we talk, I'm acutely aware of the fact that you are a Negro.
I want to be thought of as a Negro because I'm proud of my race. If it makes some people uncomfortable, if it makes me the kind of guy they can't like, that's tough. But that's the way the ball bounces these days. Young, there's a new type of Negro today. Slavery's over.
Just trying to give you some good advice. Having reporters for friends never hurt anyone.
Here's Stamford House, day. Jackie is on his huge green lawn, golf club in hand, Bucket of golf clubs also. Golf balls are after golf ball is put on the tee and he whacks away.
After we moved to Stamford, Connecticut, there was one clue to when Jack was upset about something.
Close up on Jackie swinging.
He'd go out on the lawn with a bucket of golf balls and take his driver and hit him into our lake.
Close up on golf ball on a tee.
The golf balls were white.
Exterior, Little League field, day. Rachel sits in some bleachers with other parents.
Come on, Jackie, get a hit. You can do it. You can do it.
Angle on Jackie. He watches from afar as to not to add to the additional pressure to his son. Close up on Jackie Jr. He takes 3 pathetic, weak swings in a row and is out. He walks, head down, back to his dugout. Angle on the bleachers.
Your father swings better than that. Are you sure you're the great Jackie Robinson is your father?
These 2 grown adults laugh at a 7-year-old kid. Interior car, day. Jackie drives home. Jackie Jr. rides shotgun with Rachel in the back seat. They try to cheer him up.
Jackie, we're gonna go to the ice cream parlor.
How does that sound?
I struck out 4 times today, Daddy.
That's okay. Daddy strikes out too.
You never struck out 4 times in a row. My bat never touched the ball. I stink.
Jackie, everybody has bad days in baseball. Daddy, even Uncle Roy and Uncle Don. And what's important is to always try your best.
Still want some ice cream?
Yeah. Can I get a chocolate ice cream sundae with whipped cream, lots of nuts, and a cherry on top?
Whatever you wish.
Exterior St. Louis train station, day. Harold Parrott talks to the black Brooklyn Dodgers outside the chartered team bus.
Boys, I've got some good news. The management of the Chase Hotel has finally decided to accept Negro players.
Woo, hallelujah, hallelujah, man.
But there are restrictions.
New strings had to be attached.
Hi, Par. What are they?
Can't appear in any public areas like the dining room, the nightclub, or the swimming pool. Stick to those rules and the doors are wide open. So what are you boys going to do? The bus is waiting.
Give us a minute.
1 minute, then the bus leaves for the Chase Hotel.
Parrott gets on the bus.
What's it going to be, Joe?
The Adams.
Luke?
Adams.
Roy?
Me too.
You guys are making a big mistake.
How?
This is all part of the struggle. I'm not gonna let them run me out. That's what they want. I'm staying at the Chase.
Go ahead and stay. Well, they didn't want me at first, so I'm not going over there now. I've got my pride.
We've all got pride. Organized baseball didn't want you at first, but you're in it now. And speaking of pride, I'm gonna be mighty proud that we finally reached the point where a Dodger is a Dodger. And there are no more second-class members of the team when we come to St. Louis.
Jack, I hear all that, but why get them white folks my money when I can't get the same privileges as the next man?
We're patronizing black businesses.
Nuke, I'm all for that, but can't you see the Chase will start accepting other Negro guests? They'll concede it won't automatically mean crap games, whiskey and razors and cutting in the hallways every night. We got a chance to make a contribution outside the arena of baseball.
Jackie, I'm no crusader. I'm a ball player.
Angle on the station. Jackie grabs his bag and gets on the bus. Interior bus, day. All faces are on him, and the Dodgers cheer. Close up on Jackie. He smiles back. Exterior train station, day. The Brooklyn Dodgers charter bus pulls off with Jackie Robinson on board to integrate the Chase hotels, revealing Campanella, Newcomb, and Black left behind. Interior Jackie's hotel room, night. Jackie sits in his plush hotel room, looking at the towels, the bed sheets, floor mats, curtains, and the room service menu when there is a knock on the door.
Who's there?
Duke.
Jackie opens the door.
What are you doing here?
Are you gonna let me in, or have me stand in the hallway like a fool?
Okay, come on in.
Newcomb takes a seat.
Jackie, I've been thinking about what you said at the train station.
And?
It makes sense.
Good.
But something else too.
What, big fella?
Aren't you hungry?
I'm starving. I was gonna order room service.
You gonna put up with that?
No, I'm not. Let's go, big fella. If you're game, I'm game.
Interior Chase Hotel dining room night. Jackie and Don walk proudly into the all-white dining room. All eyes are upon them. They are met by the maitre d'.
Sitting for two?
Yes, sir. I should say, ma'am.
This way.
Hold on, ma'am. What's the problem with us using regular? What's the problem with us being regular guests like everybody else? I mean, we deserve an answer after all these years.
Well, the big reason is we don't want Negroes using the swimming pool.
Ain't that a bitch?
I don't even like to swim.
I don't swim during the baseball season because I'll hurt my arm.
Montage. Various still photographs and newsreel footage of the 1952 and 1953 World Series. We should also see the jubilant Yankee fans and the glum Brooklyn fans.
The Brooklyn Dodgers lost to the New York Yankees again in the 1952 and 53 World Series.
Close up on two sad kids. They hold up a banner, wait till next year.
Most of all, I feel for our Brooklyn fans, the most loyal fans in all of sports.
Exterior Ebbets Field day. The Dodgers are playing the Braves, but Jackie is on the bench, old and tired. Angle on the dugout.
During the 1955 season, I played in approximately 2/3 of the games. I knew I was reaching the end of my peak years as an athlete.
Close up on Jackie. We see the gray in his hair.
My batting average was down. I was doing a poor job in comparison to past seasons.
Angle on the dugout. Jackie walks up and down the dugout, encouraging his teammates.
The newspapers began subtly and not so subtly to refer to me as a has-been, a creaky old man of 36.
Interior Robinson's house, night. Jackie and Rachel lie awake at night in bed. He holds her close.
Ray, I'm fooling myself. I don't have it anymore. I've lost my skills.
Don't let the newspapers get you down. You'll know when it's time. You determine that, not nobody else.
Time is fast approaching for me to hang him up.
You always said baseball isn't your whole life.
Close up on Jackie and Rachel. He gently kisses her. Exterior Yankee Stadium, day. Close scorecard. Brooklyn 4, New York Yankees 6. However, despite this, the team made it into the World Series and once again,
No, finish it.
However, Jackie says, however, despite this, the team made it into the World Series and once again against the New York Yankees. A close-up on Jackie. Jackie is on third base, dancing up and down like back in the day, like he's a youthful, energetic Jackie Robinson.
The way we were playing in the first game, down 6-4 in the 8th inning, it looked, again, like wait till next year.
Close-up on Yankee pitcher Whitey Ford. He's not paying Jackie any attention. No respect at all.
2 men were out, and I suddenly decided to shake things up.
Close-up on Jackie. He's stealing home in slow-mo.
I took off. I really didn't care whether I made it or not. I was just tired of waiting.
Angle on home plate. Jackie slides under catcher Yogi Berra's tag and is called safe by the umpire. Berra jumps up and down, arguing.
I did make it, and we came close to winning that first game.
Angle on the Dodgers dugout. His teammates congratulate him. They had just witnessed a flash of the Jackie Robinson of old.
Whether it was because of my stealing home or not, the team had new fire.
Close up on Alston and Jackie. Manager Walter Alston shakes his head.
Great play, Jackie. Great play.
Thanks, Skipper. We fought back against our old rivals, powerful Bronx Bombers.
Cut to a montage. The Dodgers are beating up on the Yankees. Players circle the bases. Dodger after Dodger touches home plate. Dodgers make great defensive plays.
The World Series came down to the wire in the seventh and deciding game. The Yankees had one out left in the bottom of the ninth.
Exterior Yankee Stadium, day. Scoreboard, Brooklyn 2, Yankees nothing. Angle on the field. A sharp ground ball is hit by Elston Howard to Pee Wee Reese, who fires the throw across the diamond to Hodges at first. It's the third out, and it's over. The Dodgers have finally beaten the Yankees. Brooklyn fans and players mob pitcher Johnny Hodges. Cut to interior Dodgers clubhouse. Bedlam, hugs, kisses, champagne. Cut to exterior Brooklyn streets. Day, Bedlam, Brooklyn residents are dancing in the street. Cut to Brooklyn streets. Day. It's a ticker tape parade for the 1955 world champion Brooklyn Dodgers. Tears of joy are flowing in the borough of Brooklyn. Angle on the car. Jackie sits upon a convertible with Rachel as they wave to their adoring bum fans.
It was one of the greatest thrills of my life to finally be a World Series winner. We beat the hated Yankees.
Fade to black. Fade up. Exterior Robinson's house. Day. Jackie is on the lawn with his now 11-year-old son, Jackie Jr. He's trying to give him some batting tips. Rachel looks on. She sits on the steps with Sharon and David.
Hold your bat up higher.
I like to hold it like this.
Jackie, if you hold your hands up a little higher, you'll have better back control. Okay. Here's a good pitch.
Father throws the ball in underhand, and son misses completely with his dad.
How can you miss that? Watch the ball, right? Watch the ball.
I did, Daddy.
You have to concentrate.
Maybe he doesn't feel like it today.
What do you know about it? He has the size, he has the reflexes. He's my son. Of course he feels like it. Okay, we're going to try again. Don't swing for the fences. Just make contact. Put the ball. Make contact. Put the bat on the ball and concentrate. Put the bat on the ball.
He throws an extra slow pitch right down the middle. Jackie Jr. takes a wild swing and once again whiffs. He's fanning air.
Daddy, I'm no good. I'm not good as you. I don't like baseball, and I never wanted to be a baseball player. Never.
See what you did?
What did I do? Hey, come on here. Son, it's all right. That's enough for today.
We hear the phone ring.
I get it.
You feel okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Remember what Daddy says. No matter what you do, always give it your best.
Daddy, what if my best isn't good enough?
Telephone. It's for you.
Interior Robinson house. Day.
Hello?
Interior Brooklyn Dodgers office. Day. Buzzy Havasi, the general manager of the Brooklyn Dodgers, is on the phone.
Hello, Jack. This is Buzzy.
What can I do for you?
You've been traded to the New York Giants for $30,000 in pitcher Dick Littlefield.
Interior Robinson house. Day. Jackie is stunned and surprised.
It was a tough thing to do, but we felt it had to be done with the new plans for rebuilding the team. I hope it works out to your benefit. What will you do?
I have to think about it, Buzzy. I have to think about it for a while.
Jackie hangs up the receiver. As he looks up, Rachel is staring right at him.
What did he want?
The Dodgers traded me.
Traded you
to the Giants.
You'll have to explain this to Jackie immediately. We can't afford to let him find out from the radio or the newspapers.
Interior Jackie Jr.'s room. Day. Jackie Jr. is playing with his father's baseball cards. Jackie knocks on the door.
Can I come in?
Yeah, Daddy.
Angle on the door. Jackie closes the door behind him, so all we see is Jackie Jr.'s door. After a brief pause, we hear Jackie Jr.'s crying like a baby.
They can't trade you. They can't trade you. You're the best player the Dodgers have.
Interior Jackie Jr.'s room. Night. Jackie and Rachel tuck their son into bed. He's out like a light.
Don't worry, son. It's all going to work out all right. Before the trade, I had signed a contract with Bill Black of Chock Full of Nuts to become vice president.
Jackie and Rachel both kiss their son and turn out the lights. Angle on the hallway. They both check on Sharon and David, their final child, also in their rooms.
The way I figured it, I was even with baseball and baseball with me. The game had done much for me and I had done much for it.
Exterior, chock full of nuts, restaurant day.
William Black, a white businessman who was the founder and owner of the Chock Full of Nuts Corporation, started off in business selling nuts.
Interior restaurant day. Bill Black leads Jackie through a tour of the restaurant, showing him how it's run.
Business was so good, he got into the restaurant business.
Angle on the counter. Black introduces Jackie to his employees, all black.
The majority of his employees were black.
Jackie shakes firmly the hand of each worker and also offers a big smile.
A few racists referred to his company as chock full of niggers.
Interior Robinson's office, day. He is talking on the phone, signing papers at the same time.
It was my job to deal with some problems like rapid turnover and absenteeism as the VP.
Interior Black's office, day. The press and photographers are in the large office.
One issue that Bill Black and I saw eye to eye on right away was the NAACP Freedom Fund Drive.
I would like to present this check on behalf of Jackie Robinson to the NAACP Freedom Drive for $10,000.
They shake hands, hold the check as pictures are taken.
I was free to use company time to travel, work, and speak for the NAACP. Thank you very much, Mr. Black. I can assure you this money will be well spent.
Interior, Solomon's office, day. Jackie sits in his doctor's office in shorts only. His once muscular, well-toned body is gone. We can now see the flab of middle age. Rachel sits by his side.
Jack, how you been feeling lately?
I guess so.
Okay. Well, the test results are back from the lab, and I'm going to be straight with the both of you. All right?
Rachel clenches her husband's arm.
Go right ahead, Doc.
Jack, you are diabetic.
I have diabetes?
Yes, but Jack, it's not the end of the world.
I can live this. Yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely. But here's the thing, Jack. Your diet has to change, though, okay? Very important.
That's for sure.
Plus, you'll have to take insulin shots twice a day, all right? Rachel can, of course, help you with that.
Hey, Doc, wait a minute. Not a helpless basket case all of a sudden. I'm going to continue to be independent. Now just show me, and I'll give myself the shots. I need to know anyway with all the traveling I do. I'm out alone on the road.
All right, suit yourself. So, simple as ABC, right there.
Exterior, Campanella's liquor store at night. Dick Young drives up in front of the neon-lit establishment and gets out of his car. Interior, Campanella's liquor store at night. Roy Campanella stands behind the cash register, ringing up a sale.
Oh no, here comes trouble.
Not me. You got a minute?
Interior, Campanella's office, night. They both are seated in Campanella's office, which is in the back of the store.
So what do we owe this visit to Harlem?
It's about Jackie.
What did he say now?
Couple of things.
Like what?
Usual stuff.
Mr. Dick Young, why are you trying to stir up a hornet's nest? Jack has his opinions, I have mine.
I got a good story here, and I just want to get your comments. Either way, it's in my column in the Daily News tomorrow, so what's it going to be?
Campanella gives in reluctantly. He's took the bait.
What did he say this time?
Jack has been quoted as saying you're washed up and you won't come back from that hand surgery.
He really said that?
I mean, have I ever now been straight up with you? Not on the up and out?
Young takes up his reporter's notepad.
When it's my turn to bow out of baseball, I certainly don't want to go out like he did. You can play with a guy and not want to live with him. I always steered clear of him when he was doing that popping off in the clubhouse. Since he retired, he's been shouting his mouth off about everything, and most of the time, he doesn't know what he's talking about. A guy like him should have gone out of baseball with a lot of friends. Instead, he only has enemies. Instead of being grateful to baseball, he's criticizing it. Now he wants Negro baseball managers? Everything he has, he owes to baseball. He better learn to talk different. To those people who are working for him in that job of his, if he talks to some of them the way he talked in baseball, they'll wrap something around his neck and walk out.
Engel and Young and Campanella.
Anything else?
I think I got it.
He slaps Campy on the back and walks out, happy as a clam. Dick Young got his story at the expense of Jackie Robinson and Roy Campanella. Interior Robinson's house, day. Jackie is on the phone. In his hand, he holds the Daily News with Young's column.
Hello, Ruthie. Is Roy in?
Interior Campanella's house, day. Roy, who stands next to Ruthie, his wife, shakes his head.
I'm sorry, Jack. He's out running some errands.
Interior Robinson's house, day.
When he comes back, can you please have him call me? Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
She hangs up the phone.
Roy, you should have spoken to him.
I got nothing to say to Jackie Robinson.
Interior Robinson's house, day.
Read this.
He hands Rachel the article.
Can't Campy see what they're trying to do?
Maybe one day he will.
Interior Robinson's house, same night. The family is sitting around the dinner table. Supper has just begun.
And before Mommy takes out the dessert, Daddy has to tell you something.
What's that, Daddy?
Your father is a diabetic, which means something isn't right with my blood.
Are you sick?
Not really. If I don't take good care of myself, then I'll get sick.
But we won't let that happen, will we?
No, we won't.
No, we won't. No, we won't.
Daddy has to watch his sugar. No more sweets for Daddy.
No more Grandmama Isom's cakes?
No more Grandma Isom's delicious cakes. Yeah.
No more ice cream?
Ice cream.
I hope I never get sick like that.
I hope so too.
I also have to give myself 2 shots of insulin every day.
I hate needles.
We know you do. Daddy is still Daddy. Don't treat me any different.
Daddy, you're not gonna die, are you?
No, baby. Daddy's not gonna die.
Interior Hospital, night. Jackie runs down the hospital corridor, bumping into several doctors and nurses, but that doesn't stop him. Angle on the door. He slows down when he sees Ruthie Campanella sitting outside the room, crying. When she sees Jackie, she springs up and rushes into his arm, breaking down even more. Close up on Ruthie and Jackie.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. It's gonna be all right. Can I go in?
Yeah, yes. He'll want to see you.
Interior Campanella's hospital room, night. Jackie enters a room and is bewildered by what his eyes see. Roy Campanella is in a body brace from neck to toe. His whole body is in some contraption that keeps him suspended in air.
Jack, car turned over. My neck is broken. My spine is crushed. Doctors say I'll never walk again. Did you hear what I said?
Campy, I heard you.
You know, baseball is such a boy's game, and when you're playing, you think you'll stay a boy forever. But we all get old. But the game stays young.
Campy, you're right about that.
But the worst thing is, how can Ruthie see me as a man anymore? I'm not a man. It don't work. It'll never work again, Jackie. I'm not a man. Ruthie? What woman will want me again? God should have let me die.
Hey, don't you start talking like that. Your wife loves you and she'll continue to love you and care for you.
You think so, Jackie? You ain't shitting me?
No, Campy. I ain't shitting you.
Jackie, I always loved you. Come on here, give me your hand.
Close up on Campanella's hand. Campy struggles, but he finally gets his hand to embrace Jackie's. Newsreel footage. We see 1960 presidential race, John F. Kennedy and Richard M. Nixon.
I do not consider my decision to back Richard Nixon or John F. Kennedy for the presidency in 1960 one of my final wins. It was a sincere one, however, at the time.
Exterior campaign headquarters day. Jackie shakes hands with fellow Republicans.
I began to have serious doubts about Nixon, and when he refused to speak on the behalf of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., who during the campaign was confined to a full security prison in Georgia as a result of a minor motor vehicle infraction.
Interior Robinson house, night. Jackie and Rachel are up late at night, sitting in the kitchen.
Jack, are you making a mistake with Nixon?
Ray, I had breakfast with Kennedy. The man never once looked me in the eye, not once. My mother taught me not to trust anyone who can't look you in the eye.
Jack, maybe you intimidated him.
Then he confessed on how he knew little or nothing about the Negro problem, and he wants to be president?
Kennedy called Coretta Scott King in Atlanta to express his concern, and Bobby Kennedy got Dr. King out of jail.
I tried to tell Nixon to do the same.
See what I mean? You can't trust these Republicans.
You know, I'm registered as an independent, and as long as these Democrats figure that they got Negroes in their hip pockets, they'll never do anything.
You don't trust Kennedy? Well, I don't trust Tricky Dick.
Rachel storms off. Interior Robinson house morning. Rachel and Jackie are sleeping when they hear David crying. They both get up and go to his room. Interior David's room, morning. David is crying. He's having a bad nightmare. They comfort him.
It was just a nightmare. It's over. Mommy and Daddy are here.
You're safe in your own bed, in your home.
Someone was chasing and trying to kill me.
The phone rings.
I'll get it. Hello?
Interior hallway, morning.
Yeah. What channel? Ray.
Interior living room, morning. The entire family is in front of the television. They are seeing a special news bulletin about the bombing of the 16th Street Baptist Church in Birmingham, Alabama. 4 little black girls are killed. Close up on the Robinson family, Rachel and Jackie hold their children close to them.
I gotta go down there.
Exterior, 16th Street Baptist Church, Birmingham, day. Jackie walks amongst the rubble. Police and firemen still sift through the debris looking for more bodies.
Whoever did this, the people who did this are animals.
Exterior, local Baptist church, Birmingham, day. This Black Baptist church is packed to the rafters. People have gathered to mourn the loss of 4 innocent little black girls. Jackie stands at the pew before the flock.
because of a cowardly act of 4 precious little girls no longer will play amongst us. When we think about the little kids being tossed from the side of the street to the other by a tremendous force of this hose, the picture just sickens me. This brave policeman down here with his knee in the throat of this lady, and the problem of this is the same picture of the dogs and this policeman with his knee in the throat of this lady is the picture that's being portrayed throughout the world. Many people in the world, which is made of 4/5 people of color, are looking at you, admiring your courage. All I want to say to you out here, I just wish the same kind of enthusiasm that was shown right here in this church could be shown to Negroes throughout America, because they would have as much deeper, much more sincere desire to get involved in our struggle. When we walk like this, it reminds me of this person who brought this home, who went out in his backyard and started cultivating his yard. And all of a sudden, instead of weeds, it began to bear vegetables and the flowers began to bloom awfully pretty. All of a sudden, the neighbor came over and he said to the Lord, "He has been good to you." And the man said, "Yes, the Lord has been good to me. But you should have seen this field before I tried to plow it." Now, hold on now. I'm almost done. That's what I said to Dr. King. The Lord certainly has been good to you, and he has been good to all of us. But before Dr. King came down here and started to inspire people to stand up for their rights, you couldn't sit down and discuss integration. I certainly couldn't put my faith in him. But in my humble opinion, God helps those who can help themselves.
Once again, the church is washed in applause and cheers for Jackie. He takes his seat as the choir begins to sing "We Shall Overcome." Interior Robinson's house, night. Rachel and Jackie are watching television when the teenager Jackie Jr. walks in.
Jackie, where you been?
Downtown. I just volunteered for the United States Army.
You did what?
You're just a boy.
I have to pull myself together. Get some discipline that I need badly. The Army can do that. Mom, Dad, I gotta get my own identity.
You think you're making a big mistake, but you're old enough to live with your own decisions.
And I'm gonna get to travel.
Jackie got to travel, all right. But in less than a year of training, he was shipped straight off to Vietnam.
Exterior 125th Street, Bandshell, Harlem, day. Jackie sits on the stage, awaiting to be introduced.
In 1964, Governor Rockefeller asked me to become one of 6 deputy national directors on his presidential campaign. I spent 7 years a chuck full of nuts, and it was time to resign.
And without further ado, baseball great, Jackie Robinson.
Thank you for your warm reception. Now, I come here today to ask for your assistance. I believe in you and I believe in Harlem. That's why I founded the Freedom National Bank right here in Harlem for you. I admit freely that I think, live and breathe Black and first and foremost. Life owes me nothing, baseball owes me nothing, but I cannot as an individual rejoice in the good things that I have been permitted to work for and learn while my humblest of my brothers are deep down hollering for help and not heard. That is one of the reasons why I'm committed to Governor Rockefeller and so opposed to Senator Barry Goldwater for the Republican candidate for the President of the United States.
The crowd boos.
But let me talk. We need this Harlem State building.
More boos.
Maybe it isn't the best thing in the world, but it's something. It's a chance if you block this, then that's it. You've lost. Not Governor Rockefeller. Nobody's gonna try to build here again. It'll be over. Nobody will invest in Harlem. Nobody will want to come to Harlem. Harlem will get worse.
Angle on the crowd. They are getting angry. Jackie to them is of another time, another place. This is the age of Black power, afros, dashikis, and raised clenched fists. These militants have a short memory of history.
Ooh, go home, Uncle Tom. Oreo, sell out!
You bastards are wrong to turn against us.
As he leaves the stage, he is serenaded with the chant, Ungawa, Black Power, Ungawa, Black Power, exterior 120th Street, 5th Street Day. As Jackie is walking down the block, he sees several young black men beating up on an elderly Jewish man. Jackie rushes in to his defense.
Why you want to do that, Pops?
Leave him alone.
He's just a Jew accountant that works at Bloomstein's.
I don't care where he works. He's a defenseless old man.
You really are some Uncle Tom, helping the white man.
Now get out of here before I kick your asses my damn self and call the cops.
He moves towards them and they split. Jackie may be old, but they want no part of him today. Exterior Robinson's house, day. A cab pulls up in front of the house and out emerges the man, Jackie Jr. He slings his duffel bag over his shoulder. Angle on the lawn. Out of the house comes running Rachel, the kids, Sharon and David. Jackie and Grandma Isom follow behind. Close up on the family. The Robinson family is one mass of arms, legs, hugs, kisses, and tears.
In June 1967, Jackie was discharged from the service.
Close up on Jackie and Jackie Jr. They look at each other for a moment, then father and son embrace.
I missed you, Dad.
Thank God you're here in one piece.
Interior, Jackie Jr.'s room, night. Jackie Jr. lies on his bed. His room is still the way it was the day he enlisted. Nothing has changed. He is puffing on a joint. There's a knock on the door.
Jack, you asleep?
No, hold on a second.
He quickly puts up the joint and starts waving at the air to get rid of the marijuana smoke.
Dad, come on in.
Father walks in, sits on the bed beside his son.
Son, your mother and I have been talking. It's been a month since you've been home, and what are you thinking about doing with your life?
Dad, I haven't decided yet. I just don't know. You don't have to worry about me. I figured it out. I'll have to leave home for a while. That will help me sort this all out. Maybe being by myself.
You've been away 3 years. Where now?
Anywhere. Made a lot of good friends in the Army from all over the country.
What was that smell when I first came into the room?
That was weed. Mary Jane, grass, reefer, smoke, marijuana.
Are you an addict?
Come on, Dad, get with it. You don't become an addict by smoking a little bit of grass. This stuff is harmless.
Son, I want to ask you one more time for your mother's sake, are you an addict?
For mommy's sake, I am not an addict. You know how much I hate needles? I would never do that. Stick a needle in my arm? Hell no. I see a needle, I faint.
You wouldn't lie to me, would you?
No, I wouldn't. Smoke an occasional joint to relax, that's it. Calm my nerves.
Good. You know, it would break your mother's heart if you were an addict. Good night, son.
Good night, Dad.
Jackie leaves the room. Son lights up a fatter joint. Close up on Jackie Jr. He's puffing away. Interior, Stanford Police Station, day. Jackie stands before the sergeant's desk.
Bail is set at $5,000. Your son, Jackie Robinson Jr., has been arrested in the Pelican Motel. He is charged with possession of marijuana, an unregistered .22 caliber revolver, and possessions of several packets of heroin.
Exterior, Stanford Police Station, day. Jackie stands before a crowd of radio, television, and newspaper reporters.
Sir, you're going to stick by your son?
We will, but he will have to take the consequences.
Were you aware that he had certain problems, Mr. Robinson?
He quit high school, he joined the Army, he fought in Vietnam, and he was wounded, and he got a Purple Heart. We lost him somewhere. I've had more effect on other people's kids than my own.
How do you feel about that, sir?
I couldn't have an important effect on anybody's child if it happens to my own.
Interior Robinson's house, night. Jackie opens the door to let his son in. Jackie Jr. looks disheveled. He looks bad and he might still be high also. Rachel stands in the hallway looking at her son.
Hello, Mama.
Don't hello mother me. Trying to be cute. Your father going to bail you out of jail isn't cute. What the hell do you think you're doing? Jackie, I am through with you. Since early on, you were in and out of grade schools. Then we put you in special schools. That didn't work. Then we put you in therapy. That didn't work. You ran away from home. You steal from your father and I. Then you joined the army without our consent. Now you're a junkie. Get out. Get out of this house. I don't care if I never see you again. You get out of here. Your father and I didn't raise a junkie.
Angle on the room. Rachel just breaks down completely and falls to the floor, sobbing. Father takes son in his arms and leads him out of the house. Interior car, street, night. Jackie drives with his son sitting next to him. Nothing is said. Nothing is spoken.
When Jackie went to trial, he was given two alternatives, prison or enrollment in a rehabilitation program. That was when he joined the Daytop, which was run by reform addicts.
Interior car, Merritt Parkway, night. Close on Jackie Jr. He turns on the radio as Jimi Hendrix, Castles Made of Sand. Close up on Jackie.
You know, your mother didn't mean those things she said back there. We both love you. We've always loved you.
No. Sorry, I'm such a fuck up. You okay?
All of a sudden, Jackie swerves the car to his right, barely missing the truck to the left.
You okay?
Exterior, Robinson's house, night. As Jackie is about to put the key into the lock, Rachel opens the door.
Jackie, I am sorry.
It's all my fault, Mother.
And Ray, my eyes are going bad and I almost hit a truck.
Exterior, Daytop Center day. Jackie and Rachel drive up to the entrance of Daytop.
Every moment of agony we ever suffered seemed worthwhile one special day, after Jackie spent a year in that Daytop program.
Jackie Jr. walks out, bags in hand, accompanied by Kenny.
That was the day his advisor told us confidentially.
Jackie Jr. throws his bags into the back seat and he sits in front with his proud parents.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for your fine son.
That he believed our son was out of danger, that he was cured.
Exterior, United States Capitol Building day. Jackie Jr. walks up the steps of the Capitol.
Jackie appeared to testify before the U.S. Senate subcommittee to investigate the drug abuse in the armed forces.
Interior Senate Chamber day. Jackie Jr. testifies before the subcommittee.
Mr. Chairman, I joined the United States Army for 3 years on March 1964. I was only 17 years old. It was in the Army that I got most heavily into drug use, where it became an everyday thing with me.
Exterior, Camp Ron, Bay, day. Jackie Jr. looks out through the open door of the transport helicopter with other Green infantrymen as they fly over the bay, their first tour of duty.
In Vietnam, we landed at a place called Cam Ranh Bay. There was no military action for the first couple of months.
Exterior Camp Grounds, day. The soldiers are lounging, drinking beer, have steaks and burgers on the grill, smoking big weed.
This is when we started smoking pot, kind of slowly. We really did not jump into it. We smoked like twice a week in the beginning.
Exterior baseball field, day. The Army engineers have cleared out a space for a baseball diamond. Angle on Jackie Jr. He's batting, left-handed, is up. He swings. Angle on the field. The ball soars over the palm trees in right field. He's racing around the basins, laughing all the way.
Then after a while, our use picked up. And as our use picked up, there was a lot more people that started using.
Jackie Jr. crosses home where he is greeted by his happy teammates. Exterior the jungle, night. Jackie Jr. all alone on patrol walks with a little fat joint in his mouth.
I don't think you can have someone who's smoking marijuana and expect rational actions from them at all times. Because their view of the world when they're high is not that orderly or structured.
Close up on Jackie Jr.
A lot of things don't really make sense to you. You can find yourself out in the middle of a field and you've been smoking pot, and all of a sudden you ask yourself a question like,
Closer on Jackie Jr. He stops, readies his M16.
what am I doing here?
Jackie Jr. empties his clip on his M16, firing away at the invisible Viet Cong. Interior, Senate Chamber Day, close up on Jackie Jr.
Why was there so much drug use? I think it had to do with the extraordinary amount of fear, harsh realities we had to deal with. We weren't accustomed to the pressure and sought some relief. Facing reality is easier when you are high.
Exterior, East Village, New York City Day. Jackie Jr., looking very haggard, walks the streets trying to cope.
When I came to New York from Vietnam, I started using cocaine, heroin, occasionally LSD, and amphetamines.
Interior Flophouse, night. Jackie Jr. readies his works, shoot up. Close in on the arm. He puts his belt around his arm.
I was using all type of drugs at this point.
Close up on Jackie. He's nodding off.
Here I was, back in the United States of America. A war hero, got the Purple Heart, and people had hate in their eyes when they saw me in uniform. They spit on me. I'm not a child murderer.
Interior, Senate Chamber, Day. Close up on Jackie Jr.
I now have found some direction. I've had a number of different job offers from people because I'm interested in community work. I've learned to deal with people through being in daytop and being involved in getting them an understanding of myself and others.
Interior Robinson House, night. The house is filled with relatives and friends. The joyous occasion is Jackie's 50th birthday. This is January 31st. Close up on the cake. 50 candles adorn the cake. On it is a drawing of Jackie at bat. Close up on Jackie. He gathers all the wind he can muster and blows out the candles, not on the first try, but the second try. Angle on the living room. Everyone applauds. Close up on Jackie as he sits in his easy chair. Rachel sits on the arm of it also. Jackie Jr., Sharon, and David surround him with love. He's beaming. He's flanked on all sides by his family.
Happy birthday, Dad.
Jack, this is the moment to celebrate.
Ray, I know what you're gonna say.
Let me finish. Thank you. As I was saying, Dr. Allen says you should have a drink once in a while before dinner to help you with your poor circulation.
Dr. Allen said that?
Yes, he did.
I'm getting Daddy a drink.
Well, I never had a drink in my life, and I'm not starting now.
Come on, Dad. It's your 50th birthday. You've been on this planet half a century.
You trying to say I'm old?
No. I think it's beautiful.
Here, Daddy, bottoms up.
Jack, go ahead. Fucking orange juice.
Purely for medicinal purposes.
I hope you made this mixed drink right. Now here it goes. Down the hatch. Tastes like orange juice.
He empties the glass in one go. Kills it. Angle on the family. They applaud and cheer.
Now, are you happy?
Quick shots. The birthday party continues. We see Jackie opening his presents. People piling up food on their plates. People dancing, having a good time. Interior living room, night. Jackie is enjoying the whole night very much. He gets up out of his chair and walks to the back door. Angle on Rachel.
Jack, where are you going?
Get some fresh air.
Not without a coat. It's freezing outside.
Angle on the door. Jackie pays no mind and is out the door. Exterior Robinson House, night. Jackie closes the door behind him. It is below zero. We see his breath right away. Close up on Jackie. Jackie sees a thin washing tub and gets in it. Angle on the door. Rachel opens the door, followed by Jackie Jr., Sharon, and David.
Look at your father.
Close up on Jackie. Jackie pushes himself and off he goes down the icy hill in front of his house. Angle on Jackie in tin tub. He's laughing all the way and he barreled down the hill into the frozen lake. For Jackie, this is a moment of pure joy, a spontaneous act of celebrating life. Exterior, motel, early morning. Jackie and Sharon drive up to the motel. Dawn is beginning to break. Angle on the motel door. Sharon knocks on the door.
Who is it?
Sharon.
Sharon? What are you doing up here at my job conference? Oh, what's wrong? What's wrong?
It's Jackie.
Jackie? What about Jackie?
It's gone, honey.
Gone. Gone where?
He's dead, honey. Jackie Robinson Jr. was killed in small hours in the morning on Thursday, June 17, 1971.
Jackie hugs his wife with all his strength. Exterior Merritt Parkway, night. Jackie Jr. is driving a 1969 yellow MG Midget.
He was driving up Merritt Parkway to our home in Connecticut.
Interior MG Midget, night. Jackie Jr. has the radio on and he's singing to Jimi Hendrix's song, Castles Made of Sand. Close up on Jackie Jr. He sees something. Close. White dove. A white dove flies into the path of nowhere. Jackie Jr. admires it too long. Close up on Jackie Jr. Jackie puts his attention back on the highway, but he has lost control. Angle on the MG Midget. The sports car spins out of control, slams into the abutment, severing guardrail posts and flipping over, leaving Jackie Jr. pinned under the wreckage. Close up on the car. The smashed car is upside down. You can still hear castles made of sand.
My son, Jackie Robinson Jr., was 24 years old.
Interior, Robinson house. Day. The Robinsons are in mourning. Jackie tries to comfort Rachel, who can't stop crying. Sharon sits in front of the television like a zombie. David is cleaning up the house furiously. He has the radio playing. We hear Sitting on the Dock of the Bay by Otis Redding. Interior car, day. Jackie is just driving, going nowhere in particular. He swerves back and forth across the two lanes. Angle on a red light. Jackie stops at a red light. A car pulls up next to him and the driver keeps looking over at Jackie. He motions for Jackie to roll his window down, which he does.
Aren't you Jackie Robinson?
Yes?
I heard you lost your son yesterday.
It's true. And I don't want to hear another word about it.
Jackie pulls off before he can hear the guy's apology. Interior bedroom, night. Jackie is heaving, difficulty breathing. Cut to exterior, Yankee Stadium, September 30th, 1947, day. Close up on the American flag as it blows in the wind. We hear the anthem.
There I was, the black grandson of a slave, the son of a black sharecropper, part of a historic occasion and a symbolic hero to my people.
Close up, Dolly across the faces of the white Brooklyn Dodgers as they sing, some with tobacco juice dripping down their mouths.
The air was sparkling, the sunlight was warm. The flag billowed in the wind. It should have been a glorious moment for me as the stern words poured from the stands.
Close up on the dolly across the faces of the lily-white New York Yankees as they sing.
Perhaps it was, perhaps again, perhaps the anthem could have been called the theme song for the drama called The Noble Experiment.
Close up on the dolly across the faces of white fans singing.
Today, as I look back on the opening game of my first World Series.
Close up a dolly across the faces of black fans singing.
I must tell you that it was Mr. Ricky's drama, that I only played the principal actor.
Close up on the dolly across the faces of the white Brooklyn Dodgers finally resting upon the lone black face of Jackie Roosevelt Robinson as he too sings.
As I write this 20 years later, I cannot stand and sing the anthem. I cannot salute the flag. I know that I'm a black man in a white world, 1972 and 1947, and at my birth in 1919. And I know that I've never had it made.
Interior living room, night. Rachel is watching the Jackie Robinson story on television. Close up on the black and white TV screen, the young Jackie Robinson is walking down the same dirt road. Yes, this is the Jackie Robinson story, but it is not his story alone, not his victory alone. It is one that each of us share. A close-up on Rachel, a story of victory that can only happen in a country that is truly free. Close up on the black and white TV screen, Jackie Robinson continues to walk down that road, a country where every child has the opportunity to become president or play baseball for the Brooklyn Dodgers. Title, the end. Rachel turns off the TV. Interior kitchen, night. Rachel goes into the refrigerator for a glass of milk. Rachel stops. She thinks she heard Jackie getting out of bed.
Jack? Jack, are you up?
She hears something else. Close up on Rachel.
Jack, are you all right?
Rachel!
Becoming alarmed. Angle on the kitchen, Jackie is running towards her. He calls out her name. He's only dressed in his boxer shorts.
Jack!
Close up on Jackie. He's stumbling towards Rachel. Cut to exterior Yankee Stadium, day. Close up on Jackie. Jackie Robinson is stealing home in slow-mo. It's game 1 of the 1955 World Series. Cut to interior kitchen, day. Close up of Jackie. He reaches out for Rachel. Cut to exterior Yankee Stadium, day. Close up on Jackie. Jackie Robinson slides home, safe under a cloud of dust, eluding Yogi Berra's tag. Interior kitchen, day. Close. Jackie, who we finally realize is having a fatal heart attack, falls into his wife's arms. Closer on Jackie and Rachel.
I love you.
She holds him in her arms. Jackie Roosevelt Robinson has passed on. Exterior Yankee Stadium, day. Angle Brooklyn Dodgers dugout. Jackie is being mobbed by his all-white teammates. Close up on Jackie. He smiles right at us, right into the camera, with the biggest grin on his face, and we hear the roar. 75,000 fans. Cut to black. The end.